Okay, you filled it out perfect. So I'm going to have my assistant set a time with all of you. So whoever fill out the form, I'm gonna make sure she like set a time with all of you, and then I'm just gonna show up to that time just to make sure. So I would love to do like a afternoon call or just a call while my kids are in school. So that's kind of will be ideal. But y'all go ahead and just fill that out, and we'll figure out what's going to be a time for everybody. I want to talk to you all next week though. Oh, the form popped up on your screen. It should. The form that I just put on here, I think it should just pop up. Let me see. I think it should be pinned. Let me unpin it and pin it again. Oh, I guess I can only do it every 3 minutes or something like that. So I'm gonna pin it again though. Um, it should just pop up on your screen. So I'm gonna wait until 7:05, and then I'm gonna go ahead and pin it again. But I'm so sorry, Facebook and YouTube. I'm all over the place today, y'all. I'm all over the place today. Um, but where it was. So it should have just been on the screen. So on TikTok, it should have been like a form that should just popped up on the screen that you all should have just filled out or should have been able to just fill out. Like, and then I'll have your contact information, then I can contact you all. It went off, yes, it did, because I thought you didn't see it. So I was like, "Oh, let me unpin it and pin it again." And I guess it don't work like that. But that's okay. They said I have to wait. So we have to, it only can be pinned. Okay, well, I can pin it now. It only can pin every 3 minutes or something like that. Something like that. I don't know. But that's the form right there. You all fill it out. Make sure you all tap the screen. Make sure you all get the likes up. It's back now. Okay, perfect, Georgia. That's good. How are you doing today? So hopefully that form come back. So fill out that form. I'm gonna have my assistant just go through that form, make sure she get all of y'all on the schedule. And I would like to talk to y'all all next week. I'm gonna dedicate my next week at least 2 hours a day to talk to everybody. It will be best though if y'all have your credit reports available too, so that we can actually go over something real. Sometimes people will say, "Oh, Rakita, let's schedule a call," and it's like, okay, we can schedule a call, but I like to be able to know, like, I like to be able to tell y'all what I think of certain things because sometimes y'all tell me certain things, and I'm like, that is not what's going on, when I look at it. So yeah, y'all go ahead and fill out that form. Hopefully everybody got my announcement that I put out that is today is the day that we're getting our reports. Um, you ready to learn? That's good. So today is a big day for us. It's the day that everybody needs to really get their credit report. So today we're talking about getting the credit reports. Hey, Unique, how are you doing today? Let me add this on here, y'all. Forgot to add like what day we're on today. So we're on day 3. I hope you all have gotten your announcement. Okay, bless today is perfect. I hope you all have gotten your announcement inside the course about, getting your credit report. So I got flagged yesterday from saying certain things. So I really want y'all to go to the course and read certain things. Like I'm not saying like the actual websites anymore because they don't like that here. So I got flagged. I don't want to get flagged. I want to continue to do everything that I'm doing. I want everything to go smoothly on TikTok. So I'm trying to make sure I say everything correctly. I hope y'all all just look at the screen, check out the websites that's on the screen. But everything is in the course. Everything that you need is inside the course. And I think me saying even that can get me in trouble. I got my score to 760, following you and others. Oh, that's good. Okay. That is good. I'm happy for you. That is really good. I'm proud of you. That is really good. But that's just implementation. You're hearing stuff and just applying it. But we at 7:05. Colleen, good evening. Okay, so now today we are doing our day 3, which is basically I'm gonna teach you all how to get your credit reports for free. But remember this, I don't really want y'all to go through this free route, especially if you know you want to do disputes. Okay, if you know you want to do disputes, don't go the free route. Okay, and then for the people that are just not coming in too, if you missed it, it should be a form on your screen. Fill that out, and then I'm going to contact you all this week. I'm gonna find a time to schedule. I'm gonna have my assistant schedule you all for me this week. And then you all can text me too if y'all want to schedule time to talk to me this week. This is gonna be a time where I just want to make sure everybody got their credit reports. We all on track. It would be best if y'all just use that link inside the course though, do the dollar trial because I'm gonna show y'all something. I want everybody to have this called an analyzer. If y'all get your credit reports from the link that's inside the course, you all will be able to have that analyzer, which will find all of the errors on your credit reports. I tried to put my report. I wait 7 days to get it. I'm getting it. Okay. Okay. And then try this second one. If y'all know y'all want to do disputes, I want you all to not go there to get it. Pay the dollar and go to this other website because I'm going to show you all how to find the error. So I have a sample credit report that we're going to use for the remainder of this class. I made sure I blacked out all the personal information. So we're going to go over that now. So you know you can go to annual credit report and get a free copy of your credit report, but I have a link to a company called Identity IQ that'll give your credit report for just $1. That's what I want. That's where I want you all to go because when you go there, you'll be able to. If I plug your credit report into my system, it's going to find all of the errors on your credit reports. Okay. So if you can, try not to go to the annual. We'll do that the second round. So we'll do that in about 35 to 40 days. And when y'all see this, y'all going to see how this is so much better anyway because it's going to have all three of your reports together. So the links are inside the course. Certain things I can say, certain things I can't say. Okay. So all the links are inside the course. So let me just make sure I put the products up here for the people that's going to come in that don't have them, and then we'll go ahead and get started. I have a simple credit report that I want to go over with you all. This is going to be just the credit report I use for everything. When I reference anything that we got going on, this is what I'm going to reference. So we're going to help this person get credit cards. We're going to help them get their accounts deleted. I'm going to do the disputes with these accounts that we're going to see, just everything. Okay. So we're going to review this credit report. Let me just see. So tomorrow we're going to learn how to really read it. I think that today and tomorrow I'm going to really teach y'all how to read it because it's a learning curve. So I'm going to teach y'all today and tomorrow. Tomorrow we're supposed to really go into reading it, but I'm really going to teach y'all how to read it today. And then I'm going to go to the annual credit report too, show y'all how to do that. Okay. But let me show y'all this first place now. So let me add this to my screen. So here is a sample report, but let me show y'all not necessarily just a sample report. Let me show y'all the website on how to go ahead and get that report. So let me see y'all. Okay, so let me flip y'all around. Okay, perfect. So here it is here. Make this smaller. So this is that sample report, right? Um, Let me go ahead and close this. So this is, let me clean my camera, y'all. I want to make sure y'all can see really good. Okay, perfect. That looks so much better. Okay, so this is a sample report. When y'all use that link that's inside the course, though, y'all see right here, 7 days for just $1. And after that, they'll charge y'all this amount here. Y'all can go ahead and just cancel it. The second round, we can go ahead and get your reports from this place here. Again, I got in trouble yesterday, so I'm not trying to get in trouble by saying certain things. Y'all just have to, make sure that y'all reading the things inside the course and y'all understand everything that's going on. And then y'all got to just read these things like where I'm at, You got to start reading it because I'll say like in your credit report, that's it. And then y'all like need to know like the extra, you have to fill in this if y'all know what I mean. I just don't want to get flagged or anything like that again. So this is where I really want y'all to go. If you guys are a part of my membership, I do expect y'all to continue to do this right here because I plug this into my system. I plug it into my system. That way I can be able to see all your results and everything that's changing. I really don't have to talk to you. Once I have access to this, I can see everything I need to see. And I'm going to take action on what I need to take action with. I don't have to say, well, I need this, I need that. I can see everything. So this is something I do expect my clients to be able to keep. Um, but all you gotta do is just put your first and last name in, your email address, create a password, put your address in here, and then do agree and next. They're gonna have some identity questions for you, so just go ahead and do your identity questions, and then you got to pay that dollar. Okay. And this is not for prepaid cards. If you want to do a prepaid card, there's a special link. Excuse me, there's a special link that you all are going to have to use if you want to use a prepaid card. But this right here, I really want y'all to go this route. The link is inside the course because you can't find it anywhere else. So you can be able to get it for just $1 for the 7 days. Use the link inside the course. Now, once you do this, and it's also another one on there where you can get your free credit reports. That's how you can see any fraud on your account. I can't pin any of the links. So all of the links that you all are gonna need is gonna be inside the course. So I'm not gonna be able to pin any links. I'm just gonna be able to like show you all the websites. Okay, everything that y'all need again is inside the course. So it'll say like day 3. Here's the links. Things like that. Y'all have to see that inside the course. And if for some reason, if y'all don't have certain things, all you have to do is just again text and say, "Hey, Keita, I don't have this," or "Can you send me the direct thing? I just can't find it." Just let me know that way. And make sure you guys please do me a favor and just tap the screen so we can get our likes up, okay? I really appreciate it. So this is the place I really want y'all to go, right? Now this is the reason, right? So this is the credit report. This is what it looked like. This is like something I do. I make this thing for my clients. So when I make something like this, it's going all these red marks right here. That means that it's not the same on all 3 credit bureaus. So when we talk about actually doing this right here, actually suing companies and stuff like that, the reason why you all are going to be able to sue is because you guys are going to be able to find errors that's on your credit reports. So let me just make sure they still looking at the right thing. Okay, perfect. I just want to make sure you guys um doing this as we go along. We ask these questions. Okay, perfect. Yeah, you can do it as we go along. Just go get the links out the course, okay? And it is some questions that they're going to ask you. Um, but I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of time too while we're doing the Q&A to go ahead and do these steps. Now, let me show y'all some errors. So look, this is a Capital One account, right? And then with my system, I tell you like it's negative. I say, hey, this is negative. This means that most likely you got late payments on there. We need to delete the account in full. So then you see how it's highlighted red? That means something is different. So this first one right here that you see, this first one is Experian, Equifax is in the middle, and TransUnion is on the end, right? When y'all go to annual credit report, then y'all gonna have these all separated. Y'all can't compare it as easy as y'all can compare it here. So we automatically know the payment history, I mean the monthly payment is incorrect. We know the date open is incorrect. We know the balance is incorrect. Can y'all see how easy y'all can find it? Because y'all see red, y'all know that it's automatically incorrect. You see the past due amount is different. So there's an error. So can y'all see that? So TransUnion saying $25. Let me zoom this in a little bit so y'all can really see it. Let me put my phone out some too. So TransUnion saying $25. While look, the other 2 bureaus are saying $57. When y'all see stuff like that, that's reasons why the account needs to be deleted legally. Legally, not just you saying delete it. Legally, you're wrong. You need to take it off. It's not right. And the payment status, one bureau say 30 days, one say 60, the other one say 30 days. Don't forget, this is the same account. This is Capital One, and there's error. Now look at the payment history. So the payment history right here, if y'all read it, it says December and then it says 19. So that's December of 2019. So Experian says, "Oh, you okay? You wasn't late." And then Equifax said, "Oh no, you 30 days late." And then TransUnion says, you was okay. How is it the same account with Equifax saying it's late and the other 2 bureaus not saying it's late? And then when you keep going, you see that just the payment history is just out of whack altogether. But the easy thing about this is, yes, having it side by side, but not even just that. You see the red marks. You see the red marks. So you could easily say, okay, I see red right here. The day open is incorrect. So I'm gonna talk about the day open. Oh, I see red marks right here. Look, the high credit is different on all 3 credit bureaus, But my system, we pull this in and then I can email this to you all for free. I really want y'all to have this so that y'all can be able to easily read y'all credit reports and know exactly what's wrong. But this is how y'all spot errors. Remember, I told y'all I can tell y'all what's wrong with a credit report in 3 minutes just looking at it. Let me show you how I do that. So I start at the top and I say, okay, all of these negative accounts, they need to go. So I see this one and it says the account status is open. So if it says it's open, then I know it's just probably got late payments. So I see they got late payments. The most is 60 days late. So I'll say, okay, let's remove these late payments. That's what I would say with that one. This says derogatory, which means it just needs to get deleted. It says derogatory right here, and then it says collection and charge off. It needs to get deleted, period. We don't need it at all, right? And then also, this right here is a collection. One advantage, it says collection right here. It needs to get deleted, period. IC systems, collections, we need to get deleted, period. Can y'all see how they have different date opens on here? Can y'all see that? And look to the last data activity. Remember I told y'all collection does something called reaging? Not only are they reaging, but they got different dates on here. This is how y'all slip up those collection companies. Ameripro Recovery, again, they got different day opens and the last date activity. Can y'all see why I like this other than doing that annual thing? Because the annual thing, you're gonna have three separate downloads and you gotta go look at one, compare it to the next when you got everything already lined up here. And it's only $1 for 7 days. So that's why I said go ahead and pay that dollar. And on top of that, when y'all go to annual, when y'all do that, they got 15 additional days to get it correct. We don't need them to have no additional days. Again, we don't want them to have no additional days. So once y'all get y'all credit reports, they look like this, y'all gonna be able to easily read them. Again, this is a collection. So what we doing? What we know about this account? It needs to go, right? Collection needs to go. And this one right here, you see how this one, it's only a one bureau technically. This is one thing I need y'all to know about collections. So this is the day open right here, right? For a collection. The day open is, I'm just messing this whole thing up, y'all. The date open is right here, right? So what, 8/27/2019? The last data activity is here. So that's 9/1/2020. So for one thing, this date need to be before this date, especially if they never made a payment. But this is another problem. Look very closely, y'all. This right here is the balance, and this right here is the high credit. This is the most they ever owed on account. So what they telling us is somebody paid $1 on this account. When y'all see stuff like that, y'all know they should be lying. Most likely, who gonna pay $1 on a collection? Nobody doing that. Paying $1 on a collection, that means that they have the wrong balance reported. And if you look at a lot of lawsuits, it's always about the amount is being owed. So like when I did my lawsuit with LJ Ross, it's public records that we talked about the balance on my accounts. That's what my whole lawsuit was really about. When you look at the complaint, that's what it says. So something like this, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is good because we catching them up. Okay, for one thing, y'all got the date. This date, don't get the last date of activity, which I don't see that a lot on the annual credit report. This last date of activity is supposed to be before this date here. Okay, it's supposed to be before this day here, but it's after. So you already know, okay, if they don't delete this last account, then we finna take legal action. And we taking legal action against this company right here, and we taking it against TransUnion. But what we gonna do is we're gonna send a dispute letter to TransUnion first, ask them to delete it, and we're gonna talk about this in a few days about the dispute letters. But I just need y'all to know exactly what we looking at, what we doing. We're gonna send a letter to TransUnion, we're gonna ask them to delete it. The second month, we're gonna ask TransUnion again, why you ain't deleted? Who told you it was right? And then we're gonna talk to them saying, why you up here telling TransUnion this is right? Send me all the documents you got on this since you want to tell TransUnion it's right. That's basically the conversation we having. And then once they continue to have it on the third round, we're gonna say, you know what, give us $10,000 or and delete this account from my credit report, or I'm gonna take legal action. That's basically the gist of what we're doing. So look right here, ERC. Look, y'all, they messing up too. The day open is different. You already see when you see red, you should already know, oh, it's problems, right? Look at the date of the last activity. Not only is this date after this date, which is a problem, they got two different dates. This is the same exact account. Okay, so y'all following me with finding errors and how it's so much easier to use this. So I automatically know how I can look at your credit reports. I just see all this need to go. When I see all this collection, it need to go. And then look right here, the account number is red. So they got two different account numbers too, which is a problem. It got two different account numbers. The day open is two different day opens. The last date of activity is different. One of them say this is medical debt. The other one says that is just it basically meets the Fair Credit Reporting Act. Fair Credit Reporting Act means that everything is correct, everything is the same. Is everything correct and the same? No, we see too much red to say that. So this right here is a system that I'm using internally. I tell people to go inside the course and you'll see the Identity IQ there. You have a link to get your reports for $1 for 7 days. So I tell people to do that. So that's what I'm looking at. And I said, hey, I'm going to call everybody next week. I want y'all to already have this available. let me go ahead and create this for you so we can review it together. That way you know what you're doing. Some people already signed up though for like the 6 months of free letters. I have a link inside the course. This is one of the requirements for you to get this. Because my system, not only do we pull this in, it automatically sucks in all of the accounts that need to get deleted. I can easily send out a letter for you instead of you doing line by line, which is what I'm gonna teach you. Because some people still gonna do line by line, but it's so much easier when y'all do this. So inside the course, and I'm not sure if you have access to the course. So if you get this workbook and then it's a package of workbooks, you're going to get access to a free course. I'm going to text you the link to the free course. And then we're doing a class here live. So this is technically day 3, just in case you don't know. This is day 3 we're on. We got 75 days total. Once you all get the course, you're going to see like the days in here because it's like certain things y'all gonna have to do inside of here. And then we're just doing day 3 right now. So right now we're looking at getting our credit reports. But right now I'm just showing y'all why y'all need to get this link in particular. So again, y'all, we got another collection company. So we looking at these dates. This date right here, this date right here is supposed to be before this date, but this date may be fine because look what it said. It says that somebody had paid it and the balance is 0, right? So once you pay it, you kind of don't have, you can't really find errors when you pay it. You get what I'm saying? Once you pay it, put any money down on it, you re-aging it. So now this date may be correct now. That's why I say don't pay them, don't set up no payment arrangement with them or nothing. Like catch them up on their own thing. Now this one is also paid. The date is after this date. So only thing you can do is just go after the credit bureaus and ask them to like remove it. And that's why I really don't want us to do any type of settlement or anything with them. Let them figure this stuff out. Okay, with these disputes, and then they'll figure it out when they actually get that lawsuit. But again, these links is available inside the course. How to do everything. I drive trucks, so I don't have the time. So I can do the dispute letters for you, but it's some stuff that you just gonna have to do. Like we put in freeze on our credit reports and all that stuff. You can just listen in on our calls that we're doing right here, and then you can just do all of the work that you're gonna have done. Some stuff I can do for you, but like when I say apply for credit cards, you have to apply for your own credit cards. I can help you like the dispute process, like this right here, just making sure this stuff come off, and if they don't delete it, then referring you to an attorney or you take legal action yourself. But you have to do like it's more stuff than just doing disputes, like getting accounts deleted. But I say get your workbooks, follow along with us every day. And even if you drive trucks, like if I could be honest with you, I don't want to hear it. Like y'all have to make time. I got 5 kids. I got 5 kids. I got a man. I have I'm in school right now. Like we have to make time, y'all. Do y'all know what's going on right now with our government? Like we can't have no excuses this year. Like we not here for it. And when you in a truck, you got all day to listen to me. You really do. You got all day to listen to me. You can listen to me all day. And then while you can be on the phone with the credit bureaus while you're in the truck, you should have a headset on, telling them to delete your inquiries. I'm talking for real. Like I don't want to be mean, y'all, but I don't want to hear it. That's what I tell y'all. If I want to be my client, be serious because I'm gonna tell you, do this, do that. And we talking another thing too, we trying to get 180 points, y'all. And y'all gonna get more than that. Y'all gonna get more than that doing that, but in 75 days, okay? We talking a lot of points, okay? So for real, y'all, this is serious over here. So if you serious, we here every day for the next 75 days. When we go into the next year, we gonna be lit. We not trying to make no excuses, okay? And if you in that truck, you got more than enough time to be on the phone. You got all the time to listen to me, you know. So that's just being real. Maybe today it's just not the day because I literally been going so hard for y'all. So making sure y'all got this course and everything. Like seriously, I've been going so hard, making sure y'all get y'all stuff on time. And I'm in my daughter, but today, like this is what it is. So I think today, but then too, I am a lady, so that time is coming tomorrow. So maybe I'm just angry. I don't know, but I'm being serious though, for real. Don't come with excuses. We ready for this, okay, y'all? But y'all can see right here, all of the errors are here. So y'all gonna be able to see everything. So like this right here, that's why I say do this. Y'all can do this, but I'd rather wait until the second month to do this. So y'all can do this, but let's wait until the second month for this. Y'all give them 15 additional days. Okay. So that y'all give them 15 additional days to process it. And don't forget, this is the main goal. At least this is the main goal that I want for y'all. Suing to win, talking about getting money, deletions, and results. So remember, always keep this in mind. I'm always gonna tell y'all this. Go for this first before anything. Because once y'all get that money, y'all gonna be a believer. So, you know, and it's public records that I got money at this point. It's public records, and I am a believer. And I see people getting way more money than I got. So I am definitely a believer. Okay. So this right here just says original creditor, which means they don't even have their name on here. We don't even know who the name of the company is. Like, we don't even know what this is. So that's a big problem in general. And it's a medical debt. So we're going to talk about HIPAA violations too going forward. But look, that's all a negative accounts. So this is the credit report I'm going to use for the next 75 days. So those are all of our negative accounts. And look, they separate your positive. But look, y'all, remember I told y'all somebody was like, well, what if the account don't have errors? Even a positive account, they're authorized user on this credit card. It's revolving. The credit limit is 2,500, but they're using too much on this balance. But look, it still have so many errors. So the account number has errors. TransUnion got a different account number than Experian and Equifax. The date open is different. Equifax don't even have a high credit posted. You know, look at the payment history. When y'all see these, like, let me zoom in some for the people that's on Facebook and YouTube. When y'all see this right here, that's incomplete data. Your thing needs to be 100% correct and 100% accurate. You know, right here too, 100% correct and accurate, and it needs to be complete. This is incomplete data. TransUnion is big on this. They don't like to put the payment history on here all the time. So Equifax is missing some for this month, but y'all can find errors. And we don't want to mess with this account. But if y'all mess it up, y'all know y'all in for the win to get that thing deleted. You know, that's the thing y'all need to think about. Because some people are like, what if you can't find errors? Look, this account messed up too. The account number is different for both of these. The monthly payment. What's this right here? TransUnion don't even have a monthly payment listed. But when you see right here, Experian have a monthly payment listed, so you're going to be able to see like there's errors everywhere. Okay, but we not messing with these accounts. Only thing I want y'all to look at with this is just look and see like what's y'all balance looking like, what y'all credit looking like, and look at y'all utilization. I don't care to look at utilization on here. Y'all can see that on Credit Karma. Don't get to doing math. Credit Karma do all the math for you. Y'all see the math on Credit Karma, like how y'all can really see like how it automatically calculates your utilization, how much you on your credit cards, you know. Can y'all see all that on Credit Karma? Don't think about none of that on here. Only thing we care about is seeing if accounts are deleted and what our errors are. So that's all this is right here. So none of these accounts right here we want to mess with. We just looking at them like they just here. They're positive. Only thing I care about when we're looking at this is I'm looking at all of these negative accounts. Now, before I knew about, not want to say knew about it, before I knew, well, actually, before I knew how to actually get some money, let's say like that. Before I knew how we can actually get money with suing, right? I used to tell people like, because we cared about getting accounts deleted at that point. I say, oh, you know what? Get all of your old addresses deleted. Make sure your date of birth is correct, your name is correct. Add a new address on your credit report. Y'all leave everything the same. Just leave everything the same. Trust me. Just leave everything the same. Just make sure that your current address is updated, and then let's do your disputes. Let's do your disputes. And then too, y'all gonna see too, like when we go through this, y'all gonna see like maybe Experian and Equifax will remove those late payments from your account, but maybe TransUnion won't. And then two, this account need to get deleted. Maybe TransUnion will delete it, but then Equifax and Experian and Equifax won't delete it. So you'll see like after you do disputes, you'll start having gaps. You know, you'll start having gaps. And then we're going to talk about applying for credit cards. So I always tell people find out which one of your credit reports have the highest credit score. Then once y'all do that, find out which one have the least negative accounts. So far we see it's a gap right here on Equifax. It's another gap here on Equifax. Equifax has a lot of gaps with accounts, you know, meaning that it's a lot of stuff that's not on there. It's a lot of negative accounts that's already deleted. So most likely that's the highest credit score. So when you guys go and apply for credit cards, you want to target credit cards that only pull Equifax. So we're going to talk about that in a little bit. Now, I've been going on and on. Let me just see what kind of questions y'all have. And again, y'all only job is to literally go y'all inside the course. Y'all will see the link for this. Y'all can get it for $1 for 7 days. I want y'all to go ahead and get it fill out that form so I can put all of y'all on my schedule. Let's talk all next week. I already sent out dispute letters for a few of y'all. I'm not sure, which one of y'all, but I sent out quite a few dispute letters because y'all know y'all real name don't match y'all TikTok name or y'all YouTube or Facebook name. So, I can't sometimes match y'all up, and I'll still try to say y'all name that y'all have on here, even if I know y'all real name, just for privacy reasons or whatnot. But I want y'all to go ahead and just get your credit reports for that $1 trial. If y'all know y'all want me to send out y'all letters so y'all can get some of y'all accounts deleted, y'all know y'all want me to go ahead and fill them out so that they can be good for something like this, like really good, then make sure y'all have this available and keep it available. At least keep it available for 3 months. One reason why I say 3 months is because we're going to send out dispute letters. That's going to be your first month. Your second month, we're going to be about 35 days in on here, maybe to day 40. I need to send out another round of dispute letters, which is, hey, how y'all got this right? I need to send some to credit bureaus, and I need to send some to each company on your credit report. I'm gonna do it all for you. And then that third one, I need to see, okay, what is still left? Let's go ahead and ask for some money now. Let's ask for some money. A lot of times these companies, once you ask for money, they're gonna just try to run away, and it's like, no, you can't run now because I got you. I'm really gonna do the lawsuit. Like, give me the money, or I'm really gonna do the lawsuit. So I say keep this open for at least 3 months, and then we'll go to annual credit report to be able to have it. But I do see lawsuits using just Credit Karma. But also for those lawsuits that's really really good though, I just suggest you have your annual credit report, because one thing I realized is companies would be like, that's a third party, that's not real, because it is third party. But oh, excuse me, you can't get past annual credit report. This is the real deal. You getting this directly from the credit bureaus. But so that's why I tell you all to get it from here. That way you can easily spot errors. Like, we need to know what these errors are. This is how you're gonna get stuff deleted. You're gonna be like, hey, this is wrong, that is wrong. You're gonna be able to easily spot like different errors. So that's why I really want you all to have this. Now let me see if they got questions over here. Okay, so look, do got some questions. So what is the primary reason for checking your credit scores, please? I don't know, just if the identity IQ is acting that, you can just pick it. You trying to do like get out of debt, improve credit score, any of those, just you could pick a reason, any reason, because we do got real reasons why we trying to do it. I'm glad that you hear me, because I'm very serious, honestly, about like us being here, and I was telling y'all, like, even my birthday, I made plans, but I'm like, I'm working around all of this because I already dedicated my time and said I was gonna be here for you all. We was gonna do this lock in. So like, I'm really serious about all of this, like locking in. Like, I be dreaming about what we gonna talk about tomorrow. Like, seriously, like, I want to make it so perfect, you know. So that's why I be like making sure this is put together correctly. So let me see if I'm missing any of your comments. So everybody's asking, what am I looking at all of those errors on? Um, Let me remove this. The thing I'm looking at all of the errors on, this link right here is inside the course. And so somebody bought the thing. I'm going to send you all the links you can get inside the course. You'll see the Identity IQ. It's 7 days for $1. Okay. So you can just do it like that. If you know that you just want to send out one round of dispute letters, or maybe you just don't have negative accounts, you just got other problems, then you can cancel it. But I really suggest y'all keep it open so y'all can really see y'all credit reports. Like, we gotta see everything that's going on. And yes, it is crazy when you look at stuff like that. I remember when I started learning how to break down accounts and how, like, what's the real way to do stuff. I was like, what? But yeah, this is what I'm using. Some people saying, what site you on? What are you using? So yes, Howard, this is exactly what we're using. Thank you so much for posting that earlier. How to do everything. I drive trucks. Oh yeah, we seen that. So yeah, let me send out your dispute letters. Even though you drive trucks, let me send out your dispute letters, and then get access to the course, watch all of the videos, and when it's something you gotta do, just get it done. And a lot of stuff that we have to do, is it a lot so far, y'all? It's not that much. Y'all can literally do this stuff in like 30 minutes. You know, y'all can do this stuff in 30 minutes, but can't take notes. I'm not good. Hands on. Well, this is more hands-on. I don't think you gotta take too much notes. You have to take notes, but like honestly, it's just like you're gonna do like a few things. So it's like a few things that you're going to be able to do. And I told y'all earlier when we was doing this class, I told y'all I don't care about y'all listening to me. I want y'all to do everything I tell y'all to do. Like honestly, yeah, like just do everything I tell y'all to do. So we talked about how we have to get our credit reports from like we got Credit Karma, we download the Experian app. You can do that while you waiting on your load or something to get loaded. I don't know what kind of truck driving you do. While you waiting on your load, you do that. Before you go to bed, you just do one thing per day. That's all we doing because this is split up. You just do one thing per day. Just do 30 minutes, listen to everything I tell you to do, and then you just implement it in your 30 minutes. Like it's not gonna take that much. Oh, thank you so much. Find me some real teaching. Yes, I'm trying to give y'all everything I wish I had. And I told y'all when I go to law school next year, I know I'm gonna like neglect y'all. I already know it because I need to be able to focus. I already neglected my YouTube. I used to post every single day and now I don't and that's just because I had to focus on school and I had dealt with my brother's death and I just couldn't take it no more. I was like, I need to focus. And that's not good because it's a lot of people like at 75,000 over there. And it's like, I'm sorry, but I gotta go. Are you using triple? A for suing? No, I'm not using. I don't know what that is. I don't know. Triple A, like triple A, triple A. Like you using a car accident, triple A. I'm using this to sue. Like we just doing like a regular, like I don't know. We just doing a regular lawsuit. So I learned how to sue. I put it all in here so y'all can kind of learn how to sue. It's just a basic complaint. File with the court. You know, let them know you need some money and let them know, hey, you got all the evidence. Let's get a settlement going. That's basically all this is. Once they get the actual lawsuit, they're gonna see that it's real and they're gonna be trying to settle it out because if they keep going on and on in court, they paying a lot for attorneys. They don't want to pay a lot for attorneys. So they're gonna try to just get it settled out real quick, try to tell you to shut up, and that's it. That's basically what it is. That's what I learned in my classes, and that's why I put it inside this book. So this is a good question right here. So how many days do the bureaus have to respond? So the credit bureaus have 35 days from the time that they actually receive your dispute letter. But again, remember I told y'all to send everything certified. That way we know what our 35 days is. So we'll track it right here. We use this tracking number. Once we know what our 35 days is, then I mean not 35 days. I like to say 35 days. That's how long it's gonna really take. They gotta get it and all that stuff, but they got 30 days. So we'll figure out the 31st day, and that's the day we'll pull a report on that day. Like this is what it say. Y'all late, y'all didn't do what y'all need to do, but you'll be able to track what their date is, right? And then I'll show y'all too. It's a program on here I like to use to track my dates because my professor was trying to say y'all need to count the days, and I'm like, we got technology. I'm not about to count no days and get it wrong. I'm gonna show y'all a thing that show y'all how to calculate the days. We're gonna do that in a few days. How to calculate the days. But again, if I'm doing y'all dispute letters, I'm already tracking all of this. I'm gonna know every date y'all stuff go out. I'm gonna know every date that I know when we have to actually pull your credit reports again. That's why I say just keep this open because you may think that we don't need it, but I need to pull your credit reports again, and I know that date. So I'm gonna track all three bureaus with this, and I'm gonna know all of the dates. So I'm gonna teach y'all how to do that too, because everybody not gonna want it. Do we have to have a membership for do the letters for you? You don't have to have a membership for you to do the letter for me to do your letters. You need to have a membership though for me to send out your letters certified and for me to continue to do them. I'm going to create your 6 months of dispute letters, but honestly, when I do y'all 6 months of dispute letters, I'm not writing a paragraph for every single account. Okay, so let me give y'all an example. When I do y'all letters and you are my client, let me get that correct. So we got 6 months of dispute letter where I'll say 1 month, I'll say this is wrong. The next month, I'll say this is wrong, and I'll find different errors every single month and I'll put that on your letter. But if you're my client, I'm saying all of this in one single month and I'm adding more stuff on there like, hey, y'all re-aging the debt. The data last activity is after the day open, which shows that you're re-aging the debt. Y'all need to delete. I'm gonna go in on the account. But if you're not my client, I'm just doing regular 6 months of dispute letters, I'm spacing this out. So I must put 1 month that this is wrong, put next month this is wrong. Now that's not bad. That's still going to get the job done. But again, when you my client, I want to make sure that your letters are really good for something like this. Okay. and it's gonna take me like a paragraph, especially when you get to an accounts that let me go back up. Like when you get to these charge-offs, you know, 1 month I might say something about this. Next month I might say something about your high credit. Next month I'm gonna say something about your last date activity. But sometimes I might have like this right here, I might have to write 3 paragraphs about this one account. And that's only because when you actually inside of there, like doing your lawsuit, you don't want them to have a wiggle room about nothing. They be like, "Well, I didn't know the high credit. You know, it's just one error. We didn't know our system messed it up." But how you didn't know about the high credit the day open? You ain't know nothing about the credit limit too. What about the last day activity? You got all that on that one letter. It's gonna take time for me to do that. But you got all this stuff on that one letter. They can't wiggle out of it. If you know what I mean? You know. So what I'll do though, if you're my client, I'll make it very detailed, and I only make a detail when you're doing certified. So if you're my client and you're not using certified, that means a lot of time too. Like I'm not trying to be nobody's attorney. I'm not trying to give anybody legal advice, but I know for sure you're not setting up to be able to sue them. It's no way. Like it's just a bad. I'm looking on their end. I'm looking at well, shoot, where your proof at that you mailed it? And they can get to lying saying they never received it, you know. And what if they did not receive it, but it somehow got tied up and stuff? You don't even know, you know what I mean? So I don't take my time writing 3 months of dispute letters for somebody that may not even mail it. I send you not 3 months, but 3 paragraphs on a one account. So I just literally put one line per month, which is fine. It's still fine. But I'm thinking about this right here, and I'm thinking about people that's very, very serious. And then two, I'm sending some of my clients to attorneys. I can't even send you to an attorney. I'll be embarrassed. So I'm like, why spend the extra time when you can't even sue them anyway? Like this will still get deletions. They're still getting deletions though. Put that one line every single month because that's what they normally do. They'll be like, you know what? I'll just go the longer route. And I'm like, okay, do whatever you want to do. Um, but for the members, when again, I want to separate it. For a member that's actually doing like certified disputes, I do make it very, very detailed, at least 1 to 3 paragraphs per account. Okay, telling all of the different errors. But I'll still like y'all have the for me to do the 6 months of dispute letters for you, y'all can still go that route. But if y'all know y'all want it very detailed, I'm gonna teach y'all how to do very detailed. Y'all just will have to do it on your own. Y'all just have to do it on your own. But don't forget my membership. For y'all to get my membership is literally $29 per month because I'm letting y'all get in like back door. Y'all don't have to pay, 100 some dollars to get in. Then you paying $29 per month. You literally get in just paying $29 per month, you know. So it's very, very cheap. And then you get your first dispute letters done. You just have to pay for them to go out certified mail too, you know. So that's kind of how that would work. Okay, the humble kid. I'm gonna make sure I send you that link to the course. So I gotta wait a long time, like an hour for me to even get the information, but I'm gonna send you the information to the course. So this is not what it's gonna look like when y'all get y'all reports. Don't forget, this is a special thing that my system, when I pull it in from this website here, this is what it looks like when I actually pull it in. So when y'all go here, it's gonna kind of look different. They're gonna all still be side by side, but ain't nothing gonna be red or anything like that. This is just my system. And yeah, y'all can download your credit reports. When you my client, I download your credit reports every single month. It's something I already do. I just keep everything organized. When you my client, your only job is doing stuff like I tell you to apply for credit cards, apply for them. If you get denials, keep them because when you get them denials, I'm gonna say, okay, them good for your lawsuit. Keep them. We need those for a lawsuit. So you my client, I'm gonna say you apply for credit cards. I still can do all your goodwill letters to remove like your late payments, so you don't have to worry about that. I can even send out letters for your inquiries. I'm just gonna say, hey, do that 48-hour trick to see if you can get them done faster. That's gonna be better for you anyway. You're gonna be doing things like that. But I'm gonna automatically print out your reports, download them every single month. Only thing you need to focus on is just making sure you got your accounts, your 4 accounts, your 4 credit cards, your 2 installment accounts, and make sure you just focus on keeping those balances low. You need to focus on getting some more money to pay down those balances. That's all I really want y'all to focus on. Like that would be the biggest thing. And then making sure y'all get y'all 4 credit cards. If y'all can't get 4 and y'all end up with 3 this month, I'm gonna tell y'all next month, try again, get one more. Y'all need to keep trying until y'all get it. But we're gonna go over getting some accounts pretty soon. But we have to send out these dispute letters. Yes, you can print it or PDF. Yes, that is very true. So with this right here, you can print it or PDF. And the people that schedule a call, I want y'all to already have the identity IQ. Like if y'all don't have your credit reports, I just don't know what we need to talk about. I'm just being honest. If we need to talk, y'all should just click in and talk now. Click in, let's talk now and figure out, I can answer some questions, but I really want to go on here and look at y'all stuff and say, okay, so let's remove the late payments from the Capital One, and then this is derogatory. Let's delete all of these other accounts. That's all we need to talk about. We need to delete all of these accounts here. And then I'm saying, I'm gonna teach y'all how to do the errors, or I'm gonna teach y'all to dispute letters. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna teach y'all how to find the errors, or that's it. And then I'm gonna come down here when you on the phone with me and say, okay, you're an authorized user for this person. Tell them to pay their balance down. This is way too high. This right here is mess with your utilization. And then I'm gonna look at the other ones. I'm gonna say, okay, this one says terminated, but it says open. Is it really open? Okay, it don't matter anyway because the balance is $0. I'm gonna look at all of these accounts and see if they're good or not. That's all I'm gonna be focused on. I'll be telling you, hey, whoever this US bank card is, tell them to pay that down because it's hurting you. That's what I'm gonna be telling you about. I'm saying, okay, this auto loan is on time. I ain't got nothing to say about that. That's good. So you got one installment account there, and you got another one here. You got two installment accounts, three of them, but this one says account closed due to refinance. This one is current, so you technically got one. You got two. I usually I can just easily look at it. I didn't look at this credit report. Only thing I did earlier, I just whited everything out. So their name was everywhere and their account numbers everywhere. And they'll say, okay, this one say pay. Okay, we good. So then another thing I'm gonna look at, I'm gonna say you don't even know your own credit cards at all. Only thing you got is authorized users. You got one authorized user account. um, this one says terminated, so I can't even count that really. And you got two authorized user accounts. You ain't got no credit cards. So I'm gonna say go ahead, get four credit cards, and then they have an installment account, y'all, but look, it's only on TransUnion. So I'm gonna say, hey, you need to get two more installment accounts so we can report on all three credit bureaus. That's what they need. So they literally need four credit cards and two installment accounts. And then all them negative accounts we see at the top, they need to get that stuff deleted. That's how I will quickly look at the account and say, you don't have four credit cards. You have an installment account, but it's only a one bureau. We need to get one that's on report to all three credit bureaus. Okay, perfect. I think I still had a form on here. So you can fill out that form so I can talk to you next week. Can we get the program to show us the red? It's a program that I pay hundreds of dollars for. It's like a credit repair company. What do we need to do with LexisNexis? So LexisNexis, we gonna send out a dispute. This person don't have a bankruptcy on their credit report. Um, but you just need to basically send out a dispute. I'm gonna talk about the actual dispute when it come down to LexisNexis. If you have a bankruptcy, we're gonna get into that when we actually do our disputes. Okay, so y'all got 11 more minutes. Ask me all of the questions y'all need to ask me. Let me actually put this phone down. Y'all see I'm shaking. This thing is heavy. This thing is heavy. I'm like shaking trying to hold this thing up. Like this thing is heavy. I'm like trying to show it, but go to do the identity IQ. It's $1, y'all, for the first 7 days. Let's see exactly what's going on. If you don't have any negative accounts, you really don't need to have the identity IQ. You could just keep the credit card, okay? Just in general, not necessary for bankruptcy. No, just don't. Um, what we doing right here, I only want y'all to care about our 180 points right now. If y'all don't have a bankruptcy, y'all need to just leave LexisNexis alone, because we're gonna talk about that's the case. We're gonna mess with LexisNexis. We need to mess with SageStream. We need to mess with everybody else. I just want us to leave. If y'all don't have, I thought we should freeze it. Other reason people talk about freezing LexisNexis because they think that's gonna help with their bankruptcy, but that's not true. So, okay, so if you have the OR, right? If you have the OR, you can cancel it, but y'all know OR will be able to tell y'all if y'all information was in the dark web. Take all the screenshots or print anything that says it was on a dark web, because for some people, you all will need that to be able to say that your information has been compromised. I want y'all to be able to have that, because you can be able to use that in your lawsuit to say, hey, so my information been compromised so much. How am I to know that this information was correct? And you never gave me documentation on these accounts. Especially when it comes out to the collection companies, they can say anything. I thought it helped you get approved for cards. I I don't know that personally. Only thing when I learn anything about LexisNexis, all I think about is bankruptcy. That's it. And then two, what company pull your LexisNexis? Usually, like if you want to get approved for credit cards, you need to just make sure your main three bureaus is good. When I think about LexisNexis. Only thing I'm thinking about is your bankruptcy. Like literally, that's it. Yeah, but again, second, like I talk about like the pedal one and pedal two. I think the pedal one and pedal two ask you to like unlock your Sage stream. That's like a secondary bureau. But if you're not applying for these companies, they'll let you know, hey, we need you to unlock this one, or we gonna look at these different things. But if you don't have a bankruptcy on there, you should really be fine. Like these companies don't usually pull those. You can still get your report from them if you want to, but get your report on there because you have inquiries. Like how you got inquiries on Identity IQ, on annual credit reports, you'll be able to see who pulled that bureau. Go ahead and see who actually like pulled your LexisNexis report. Yeah, so you can actually print your report from them. You can do everything. It's just your regular credit report. And it'll be, I like that it's all like side by side. Let me see if I'm missing anything over here, y'all. I'm so sorry. Let me move y'all. Let me change the view um on here. There we go. I'm sorry, you all. This shows available credit. This shows as available credit for Equifax. I don't know. I want to look at it. I don't even know what y'all be saying sometimes. I need to look at it though. Like especially when you say that. So this person said this available credit for Equifax is 1,133 Experian available credit. It don't say everything. I don't know. I want to see it. That's why I say get your credit reports. Let me make this thing that have like the red things on it, where it highlights all of the errors. Let's go over that together. And like how I easily said, okay, they need four credit cards, they need two installment accounts. That's what I'm gonna tell you. Hey, that's all you need to focus on this whole time. That and then when it's time to do the disputes, we'll do the disputes. But once we do the disputes, we don't care about that no more. We need to go get points elsewhere. And let me come back up here to make sure I'm not missing anything. Because I know I was kind of going fast. Isn't it? Yeah, so I can give you all the free thing. Like even if y'all set up a consultation with my assistant, Esther, y'all can always get that y'all credit reports highlighted that like that for free. Like y'all just be upfront with her. Don't try to beat around the bush. Hey, Keita said if you you'll give me my errors. Can you give me my errors? Well, sure, I can get it. Let her get it for you. I thought we should freeze it. And if y'all want to freeze it, y'all can freeze it. But one thing I found out about LexisNexis, and let me put this on here too. Like when I first found out, it was like, oh, when I first was trying to figure out like how to remove my bankruptcy when I had filed for bankruptcy and then go through with it, people were saying like, oh, freeze your LexisNexis. Once you do that, the credit bureaus can't get your reports. If y'all read it, they still say that they can still give your reports to the credit bureaus. So don't ever think about just freezing any of your accounts. If that's the case, we might as well just say freeze Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. No, we need this stuff deleted. It needs to be gone. Like we need to get this stuff gone. But again, when we doing so this is the book that we're going over, y'all. When we're this is the main book that we're going over. So the goal is have 180 points in 75 days. We making this stuff so simple. I don't want y'all to overthink anything. I want y'all to only care about what applies to you all. Kind of like when I start talking about bankruptcy, somebody may be like, well, what you said about bankruptcy? I'm like, girl, you ain't got a bankruptcy on your credit reports. Worry about the credit cards you need to get. Worry about this. Worry about what you need to work on because everybody gonna have their own thing you need to work on. I want to make this so simple. We only caring about what applies to us, period. And we only gonna do what's gonna get us some results that I know of. I'm only gonna teach y'all what I know of, okay? So this right here, we trying to get our credit scores like the simplest way. We not trying to do no extra work. Like that's what I was saying. Like I'm not giving y'all nothing extra to do. Like I could have told y'all, I'll get it from the annual place, but I already told y'all what's the trick to that. You have to trying to find errors gonna be so hard. When y'all do it this way, you can easily copy and paste. And I'm gonna show you how I'm just gonna copy and paste this stuff onto a dispute letter. It's gonna be so simple compared if you was to go to the annual place. Y'all gotta find these errors. Y'all literally gotta do like old school, like I did before I even found out about certain things. Putting all three side by side. I gotta find what a count is on this one and where the count is on that one. When you go to the annual place, your Your credit report could be 50 something, 60 some pages long. I think that my credit report, the last time I got it was like 120 some pages. One of them is 200 and some pages long. When I had sent my stuff to one of the attorneys, he was like, Rakita, can you tell me where this account is on your credit report? Because I can't find it. Like, what? Because it's just not organized properly. That's why I tell y'all go to the identity place, and it's only $1. You can always cancel it. So I'm trying to make this stuff so easy for y'all. Like seriously, I'm trying to make this so easy for y'all. I don't want to make it hard at all because yeah, think about it. I'm talking to all y'all. I still have my clients I need to maintain. I got a lot of stuff going on. And we talking YouTube, we talking Facebook, we talking TikTok. It's a lot of people. And then over here, I'm doing 3 classes. This is class 1. I'm gonna get to class 2 in a minute. And I'm gonna repeat all of this same stuff to them. So I just need us to make this so simple. I don't want y'all to make it so complicated because once you learn how to make this stuff simple, you won't get tricked out of this is too hard, it's too complicated. What do you mean secure cards when you say they should have 4? They don't necessarily need secure credit cards. They just need to have credit cards. They have authorized user credit cards, meaning it's somebody else's credit card. They just add it to their credit reports to actually increase their credit score. So I I want them to have their own 4 credit cards. They're dependent on somebody else to have good credit, basically. At any time them accounts come off their credit report, they're gonna be stuck. But if with them having so many negative accounts like that, though, they may need to get secure. So I would tell them, hey, get the Navy Federal secure. You can put a $200 deposit on that, and then in about 3 to 6 months, they're gonna increase it to $2,000 and give your $200 back. Capital One does something else similar to that, and then Discover, that's the best one because they really do make sure that they graduate you right away. So I have definitely like those. And I'll say, hey, just try to see if you can get any of the other accounts on here. I'm going to go over. It's a lot of accounts been shown in the last few days, like the accounts that could pre-qualify you with a hard acquiring. The place that I said that yesterday, I got in trouble for saying it on here, but y'all know what it is, where to get that stuff at. If not, it's going to be inside the course. We're not there yet anyway. We need to really get our dispute letters out because we got to wait 35 days about for them to answer it. So while we waiting 35 days, during that time, we're going to add our accounts on, we're going to move our inquiries. During that time, we'll get all that stuff done. Right now, we really need to care about just getting our dispute letters out and mailed because we got to wait 35 days regardless. Like, we have to wait for that. But when you have a lot of negative accounts, don't be like me. One time, like when I first had to fix my credit, like when I messed it up, I didn't want to get secure credit cards. But when I had filed my bankruptcy, that's what helped me go from 500s to the 700s in less than 6 months. Because I just said, forget, I'm going to get my secure credit cards right now. And that's what built my credit so fast because I had accounts basically said I had good credit, basically. Like, I'm doing what I need to do with the credit cards, basically. If you don't have that, you're gonna wait to get your accounts deleted for somebody to give you a chance, and then they're gonna start you with $300 credit card anyway, or $500 credit card. When you can go with Navy Federal, that'll start you with 200. You got to put a deposit down, but in 6 months, you're gonna go to $2,000. And that person that start just trying to just dispute stuff, go slow like that, it's gonna take them forever because they may not get their first credit card until the 3rd month, and we ain't got time for that. It's gonna take so much time to do that. LexisNexis have found everything that you have in there from the past. They sure do. They had some for me when I was a little kid. I had to ask my mama what some of the addresses was on LexisNexis because I didn't even know what it was. Well, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, and I don't care who recording this. I'm not trying to eliminate anything. I'm to the point where I'm at now. When I know that we can get money, I'm not trying to eliminate anything. I'm trying to set them up. I'm trying to do a lawsuit, and I'm trying to get paid from them in less than a year. And then I'm gonna ask them to delete it. Like in my lawsuit to Midland, I said, "Hey, give me $8,000. Don't ask me no more about this debt. Don't sell it to nobody else no more, and delete it from my credit reports." That's what I asked for. Imagine you got multiple companies, you asking them for the same thing, you asking multiple credit bureaus for it. Y'all getting paid more than some of y'all making on y'all job. That money that y'all having is more than y'all could make doing overtime. What's the rush? What's the rush? Y'all still gonna have your 4 credit cards. Y'all can still be in the 700s, getting certain accounts that y'all want to get. And still, even if you freeze those secondary bureaus, do y'all know y'all still have information on those secondary bureaus? Y'all think that these companies go into the secondary bureaus, but that's not true. They just literally just saying that is correct. They not even going to look anywhere. It seems like that's what it really is, but it's not. Like, it's not. And I can't say how I know this information, but I know it. It's not like it's not. It's that's not what they say. It's not the legs. It's not the legs, seriously. And again, when we dispute our accounts, some of these accounts gonna naturally come off anyway, you know. But I would rather y'all just set them up. Wait till some of y'all get some money, and some of y'all gonna been did all this data breach stuff. Y'all can get y'all credit to do whatever and for no reason. When somebody else gonna mess around and have $40,000, $30,000, and they gonna wait the time, got they check, and y'all gonna be like, what was the rush? Why did I rush to get these accounts off? When guess what, too? If you go and eliminate it the way y'all talking about anyway, it's a chance that these accounts can come back. You still gonna owe on that debt because you didn't ask them to get rid of the debt fully. You still own that debt, meaning that they can still probably come back. They're not outside the statute of limitations. They can still come back and sue y'all when y'all could have did it the way that I really want y'all to do it, where it's like, don't ever ask me about this debt. Don't ever sell this debt. You know what I mean? And give me a check. This right here is real life bankruptcy on steroids. Think about it like that. Like, don't ask me about this debt no more. Give me a check, remove this fully. You know, that's the way I'm really trying to have y'all have it set up. And guess what? Some people still want to, I see people doing data breaches all the time. I told them one of my clients said they got $150, and I was like, you know, okay, you got $150. Like, no, I would be mad. That's all. But guess what? We talking right now. He setting this stuff up right now. He gonna just put his own lawsuit in. And his goal is, you know, we talking 5 figures. We not this look, and then more than $1,000 per air and all that. We're not doing any of that. But we into our 8 o'clock class, y'all. I am definitely on one with this because I really want y'all to understand, like, this is serious. Like, this is very serious. But I know a lot of y'all not gonna know how serious it is because y'all just haven't went through that. Okay, I just understand that. And then two, we didn't learn so much. Y'all know how much stuff that I didn't learn and I thought was real. And it ain't real. I only learned it because I tried doing it for so many people and it wasn't real. Like, I take other people's stuff. Like, if I hear something and if it worked, I'm gonna use it. I am. I didn't originate the shopping cart trick. Y'all know how many people I helped get a shopping cart trick? I did not originate that. I learned about it and then I just had a voice to the point where I told all of my subscribers about it. So now they know me for it because I came with a new wave and talking about it. I didn't originate that, you know. I did not originate that. Hey, I was trying to order the workbook. You all should have the link on YouTube and Facebook. You all should have the link inside the description. But we in our 8 o'clock class, which starts in 5 minutes. You all should, I mean, in 2 more minutes. So at 8:05, you all should have that form there. So if you want me to call you this week, please fill out the form. But I need you all to have your credit reports, okay? So I'm making time this week to really just talk to everybody, whether you're a client or not. As long as you're doing this process, I'm making a time to talk to you all. So I got 2 more minutes. Let me see what other ones I missed, like what other questions I missed. But do y'all feel what I'm saying to y'all? Like, and then too, somebody was saying like, "Oh, we should sue the secondary bureaus." I said, "Let's get the first, let's get the main bureaus down pat first. Like, let me every time I sue them, like, let's make sure I can win every single time first, because that's a check on its own. Then you can still go back and sue the second. You know, you can still technically go back and sue those bureaus, but like, let's focus on these credit bureaus first. Like, you know, let's focus on that." Yeah, I still think that we should like I think we should always know what our credit scores is. While you doing this process, keep it. And then after that, stick to your Experian and your Experian app and then your Credit Karma. I thought that's what the bureau's for from. So with when it comes down to the bankruptcy, the bureaus say that they get their information from LexisNexis, but in actuality, there is another company, I think it's like LCI, LGI, or something like that, that TransUnion get it from. And if you dispute it on LexisNexis, which is what we're going to do, and get the bankruptcy removed from there, they'll send a notification to the credit bureaus and say, hey, we were wrong about the information that we gave you, delete it from the credit reports. That's what they're going to do. But at the same time, we're not asking them to freeze it. I don't care about the freeze or anything like that. I need them just to fully just delete it. That would be the goal. So that's what it is. So everybody that's in the 8 o'clock class, I'm going to go ahead and start. There we go, LCI. So yeah, that's what it is. There we go. Look at that. We on the same thing. And guess what? I tried to go. Oh, did I do that? I put pin account. I didn't it looked like they said I tried to block you. I'm so sorry. Like, no, I didn't try to block it. But we in our 8 o'clock class now. So hey everybody in the 8 o'clock class. For the people that's in the 7 o'clock class, I'm still gonna go and answer your questions. I'm gonna come back. Or y'all can see the recordings later on. So at the 45-minute mark, I'm gonna go back and answer all those questions for the people that watch the recording. I'm still gonna go back and answer the questions. Y'all just got a little bit spicy, because I really want y'all to understand, like, I'm telling y'all now, like I really want y'all to be set up to be able to sue these companies. When I tell y'all, I'm gonna open up my lawsuit to y'all. I'm gonna show y'all TransUnion. We came up with a settlement, y'all. We came up with a settlement, and they went back. Y'all know they had so much stuff from my business, and oh, I know we agreed to settle with Rakita, but she got a credit repair company. If we're afraid that she's gonna teach them how to sue, so we don't want to have no settlement with her. And the judge said in his documents, I don't want to quote what the judge said, but the judge says that whatever y'all agree upon need to be in y'all communication, right? And I'm going to go off of what y'all communication is. If it don't say anything about confidentiality, as in I can't say stuff that's public records, if it don't say, like, you can't say anything at all about this case, then you can't silence her, because I said this is straight silencing. So if TransUnion is so concerned about me talking to y'all about this, that is because that is where the money is at, y'all, and that's what I want us to go towards. Okay, so everything that I'm teaching y'all, I want to think of that first, y'all, because I'm telling y'all now, if y'all can end up having, I don't want to give out certain figures, but you know how some people be waiting on, like, tax time? This is more than, like, people waiting on tax time. They can get 5 taxes in one, you know what I mean? Like, for people that's waiting on certain things like that, it's like having a tax season. I remember, like, couldn't wait to tax season before I had to pay for taxes, right? Like, I'm thinking about it like that, like, the kind of money that y'all can get from sewing, y'all can be able to put that as a down payment, buy y'all a car, pay off all y'all credit card. Like, y'all can do so much from sewing. So I don't want us to try to just do tricks to just get stuff deleted when y'all could have just waited an extra 6 months, 7 months, still had good credit though, wait an extra 6 months or 7 months and being able to get some good results. You know what I mean? Like, I just want y'all to know that. Like, this is something that's really suing. Some of these attorneys out there, depending on, like, if y'all have identity theft, them are $1 million cases. That's what made me say I'm going to law school. Y'all think I want to go to law school? Like, I keep coming up with some type of reason, like, well, I don't have to go to law school. I can open a law firm without going to law school. I found out I can do that. And I'm like, no, I have to go. Like, I need to be my own lawyer. So I don't need no middleman. I need to be my own thing. So today I'm going to show y'all how to get y'all credit reports. I'm going to show y'all a place for the 8 o'clock class. I'm going to show y'all a place where y'all can be able to get it for free, which is something I don't want y'all to do if y'all have to do disputes. And then I'm going to show y'all where I can get it for $1 for the first 7 days, and then after that, they're going to charge you. But I really want y'all to get your credit reports for $1 now, and then let's talk this week. I'm going to look at your credit reports with you. I'm going to say, hey, I need you to get this many credit cards. I might even suggest credit cards too. It's up to you if you go get those credit cards or not. I'm going to tell you installment accounts, and then two, I'm going to teach you all in a few days. I think we start getting into, well, tomorrow I'm going to really teach y'all, like, how to do it. But I did. Okay, perfect, Evelyn. I'm gonna make sure I mail that out for you tomorrow, okay? But I'm gonna make sure I teach y'all, like, errors, but I'm gonna teach y'all that now. It's so simple with the way I do it. Y'all don't have to learn too much, and don't overthink it. I promise y'all don't overthink it, okay? So let's go ahead and get into this. Let me know how everybody's doing for the 8 o'clock class. I know some people are staying for the 7 o'clock. That was probably still with the 7 o'clock class, but basically, let me zoom this in some if I can. So we're on a day 3 right now. We have a 7 o'clock class and an 8 o'clock class. It's basically the same class, but I just repeat everything. We're going off of this workbook here. Okay, so we're going off this workbook right here. So today what we gotta do is get our credit reports, and then this one right here start on the 9th. I say go ahead and get the package of all three, because this right here is gonna teach y'all how to sue. Okay, this right here is gonna teach y'all how to be able to sue. So I say get all three of them, because we're gonna start this one on the 1st, which is what, next Saturday. We're gonna start this one next Saturday, how to get 100 points in 30 days, and then we're already on day 3 of this one. Okay, so inside the course, because when you buy these, you're going to be able to have access to a course. Inside the course, I have all the links that you need. So it's a company called Identity IQ. I have a $1 trial link in there for you all. Use it, okay? They really don't want me to use have that link anymore, and I'm like, "I've been with y'all for the longest, don't get rid of this thing, for real, don't do it because we need it so bad." Okay, so I'm getting a little stuffy, I hope I don't get sick, so please bear with me with all the talking that I'm doing too. Um, Let me flip my screen. This is the only way I know I can really be able to do it. So this is that place I was you all get them for $1. So this is right here is inside the course on any IQ. You can see you get them for $1 right here. You see it's highlighted $1 for 7 days, and then after that, this is what they're going to charge you. If you want me to send out your letters for you, or if you're my client, I suggest you keep this. It's going to be a little investment because we're talking what 23.86, but still, I want you to keep this because we need to see your credit scores every month, right? Now, the reason why I tell y'all to get it from here is because if you get it from this place, this is the free place. I got in trouble yesterday. I think I got in trouble in y'all class telling y'all links, or I got in trouble at the class because I'm just being honest and telling y'all stuff. They don't like being telling y'all certain things with like websites and stuff. They think I'm trying to get rid of y'all and move y'all somewhere. I'm like, no, stay here, do it on your own time, you know. But this right here, if y'all get it from here and y'all doing disputes, y'all giving them 15 additional days to process your disputes. If you're in Maine, I forgot, it's something different from Maine. You know, Maine kind of sometimes have their own laws, but it's different from Maine. But you give them 15 additional days to process your disputes when you get it from here. I don't know why they do that. I honestly don't, but I just know it's law. Um, and that's how it works. So I tell you all to get it from here, right? So you just fill this information out, and then they're gonna have some identity questions they're gonna have for you, and then they want you to pay the dollar or whatnot. That's how that's going to work. Okay. Now, let me move this out the way. Now, reason I tell y'all to get it from here is because when y'all get it from here, y'all gonna download each individual credit report, and then you gotta find errors, which is what we need to do in the next few days for our dispute letters. Now, when you get it from here, this is what my system pulls in, which is why I tell y'all to get it from here. All of these red marks, it shows y'all errors. Errors mean that it's different on all three credit bureaus. So right here is Experian, right here is Equifax, and right here is TransUnion. Princess, are you working? Mhm. Princess, your mama have a legal business. For one thing, it's 8 o'clock. I don't think you should work right now. And then you did not fill out your timesheet. I want to put your timesheet in there so that I can calculate how much time you're doing, okay? So you can continue to work until 8:30, and then I'm gonna tell you gotta go, okay? And then I'll write that down for you. She is ready to get started. Um, but okay, so let me get back on track. When you see this red stuff right here, that means that something is different on all three credit bureaus. So you can see right here, the credit date, it has a different date here. The name, it's nothing here, so they mean their names is correct. The date of birth, only reason why this is highlighted is because Experian only got the year. These two like had the full date of birth. The current address is different on all three credit bureaus. The previous addresses, as you can see too, look how it's written on here. This one says 3320 Cross Keys, and then this one says 3320 has a space and then says 4 Cross Keys. Like they just have it wrong. They got errors. This is the reason why you all would be able to do something like this, be able to sue these companies because they don't have everything correct. And we need to find these errors because that's how you all will be able to take legal action. Now, I'm not trying to give y'all legal advice or trying to be y'all lawyer or anything like that. I'm just telling y'all based off of what I learned in the laws. So let me show y'all what I mean. Like this is Capital One, right? This one account is reporting on all three credit bureaus. Look at the monthly payment. It's different on the credit bureaus. You can see it's red right here. So that means TransUnion, they're reporting that the monthly payment is $47, while the other two bureaus are saying no, the monthly payment is $48. How is that possible when it's one account? The date open, this one says it was open on the 1st. This one says the 21st. The balance, this one has 338 as the balance, 338. This one says no, the balance is $293. Don't forget, this is one account, Capital One. They have the same account numbers here, which is good because it shows the same account. But you can see there's multiple errors. Right here, I think this is Equifax. Yeah, Equifax right here, the high credit is missing. It has incomplete data. Anything that's supposed to be there, but it's not there, is incomplete data. Now, this account right here is an open account. I can't continue to hold this phone up like this. Julie, if you find a tripod, so tomorrow when I go live, like you find a piece for the tripod, so when I go live, I can just hold the phone up and not have to hold it. Cause I'm thinking I just feel like I'm shaking because it's so heavy. Okay, there we go. Let me rest my hand maybe. Okay, you all can still see it. But this right here is incomplete data basically. But this account, it says open. So, okay, it's open. It just has late payments. So we don't necessarily want to have this account deleted. But if you wanted to delete it, you have multiple reasons why this account is supposed to be deleted. Multiple reasons. Look at the payment history. So when we look at the payment history, we can see that it's incomplete data right here. It's nothing here. Other two bureaus say you 90 days late. Let's act like this is you. Other two bureaus say 90 days late, and this one incomplete. It's incomplete right in here. This one says 60. These two don't have anything at all. And then two right here, Experian says, okay, 'cause you can see right here, this whole line right here is Experian. This whole line right here is TransUnion. Both of them say okay, but this middle line is Equifax. They said, no, it's 30 days late. But don't forget, this is the same account. So we need to find these errors and tell them, hey, you have errors, delete the account. Because if we find that something is the law for the FCRA, or what I found out for the FCRA is if it's not 100% correct, or complete, it needs to get deleted. And once they are made aware of the error, they have 30 days to delete it after they get aware of the error. So for this account right here, US Bank, right? The date open is different on all three credit, well, TransUnion compared to Experian and Equifax. The high credit, how is it the same account? Can y'all see how they have all of these different amounts? This is the same exact count. They got the same account number here. And then also too, I didn't even see this one. The system didn't catch this either. The account type is missing on Equifax. It's incomplete data there. And then look, the last date activity is different on all three credit bureaus. The credit limit is incomplete here. So when we do our dispute letters, which is something I'm gonna talk to you all later. I know some people don't even know what that is. We have to send a letter to the credit bureaus and say, hey, that US Bank account that you have, I found multiple errors on it. I need you to delete this account from my credit reports. And what we're going to say is, hey, Equifax for the high credit has $0. I mean, Experian has $0. Equifax saying $4,788. TransUnion has $5,200. This is incorrect data. It's different on all three credit bureaus. This account needs to be deleted from my credit reports. We also gonna talk about the credit limit. We're gonna talk about the dates. We're gonna talk about the last date activity. And look at payment history. All out of whack. This is how, and then look at the last date of payment too. They got different last days of payment. This is why the account needs to be deleted from the credit reports. When you find these errors, that's how you set it up to say the account needs to be deleted. And also, too, what I found that with a lot of lawsuits, and also when, especially when coming out these collection companies, when you find these errors, plus we're going to send a letter asking them to send us the documentation as to why, like for collections, why these accounts should continue to report. That's what set it up for the lawsuit, because these accounts are not going to get deleted. And it's like from your failure to provide an accurate credit report, that's the reason why you're getting sued. And then you never gave me the verification. These companies are not going to be sending like the validation or the verification that you're going to need. And that's what's going to help you get set up so that you can do the suing. So this is our third book inside that package. This is why this book is necessary. Now, somebody said, oh, what if you can't find an account with errors? Look at all these accounts. It's something red on each account. You see? It's something red on each of these accounts. It's no way we're not going to be able to find an account with errors. So all of these accounts have multiple errors. And look, I have blocked out their account number, but look, this collection got two different account numbers. Don't forget, this is one account. Okay. So they got different account numbers. Now, when it come down to collections, because that's all you need to know. If you find my system, when you do an identity IQ, I can pull this in for you and find these errors for you. So when you do your dispute letter, all you got to do is just fill it in and talk about all these errors. But I'm gonna show y'all how to do that in a few days, because this is my sample credit report for now on, for the next, until we're done with the 75 days. This is the credit report I'm going to use for the rest of this course. Okay, so this is the one that I'm going to use for the rest of this course. But this is what I want y'all to know about collections. This is the biggest thing with collections. Where is that one account we found the last class? It was a collection on here. I like that as a really good example because it finds a lot of errors and then it has multiple errors. Okay, here it is right here. So this is the name of the company. When we do our dispute letter, we copy the name exactly how we see it. Okay, so like they have some type of fitness membership or whatever. But look here, the balance. Let me see how to move over. Okay, we're gonna just leave it there. The balance and the high credit, they usually should be the same. They usually be the same. So this means that they don't have your balance correct. They showing two different numbers. So that means that they're trying to probably collect money that you necessarily don't owe. Basically, they're using this. They call it deceptive practices, meaning that you have the wrong amount listed on the credit reports. When you see stuff like this is gold. When you see stuff like this, you're like, oh wow, they don't even have their numbers correct. How they gonna try to put it on my credit report? They don't have their numbers correct. Also, this is another reason why I love Identity IQ, which I have the link for the dollar trial inside the course. When you buy any of the books, you guys, you have access to the course. So usually after an hour after you purchase the book, I'll give y'all that link to the course. If y'all get it on a special place, if you're on YouTube, Facebook, y'all go to y'all on a special place or whatever, y'all have to text me and I put my phone number in the comments. Text me your receipt and I'll send you that link. Okay. But look, y'all, the last data activity, I explained it before, but I didn't go over this again with the last class. But the last data activity, that's the last time that you made a payment on the account with the original company or the first day that you became delinquent. Remember that the last time you made a payment on original company or the first day that you became delinquent. So since this is a collection account, they saying that they finally got this collection account for you. Let's just act like it's for you. It's just easy for me to talk that way, y'all. I'm gonna get mixed up in my words if I don't say for you. But the last time that they got this collection account, it was August 27, 2019. But they're saying that the last time that you made a payment or you became delinquent was after this date. That's impossible. I do not believe somebody paid $1 on this account. What collection companies like to do is they like to make this date be later because remember they say our accounts can stay on our credit reports for 7.5 years. That's usually what they say. Accounts are going to stay on there for 7.5 years, right? This date right here, this is the date that they're going off of. So every month, look right here, the last time that they reported it was this date. This is a very old credit report. I just got like the oldest report. Make sure y'all, this information not creating in a way I can look this person up. You know what I mean? One of my old clients, I tried to just find it. The report. But they're saying that the last time that this company reported was September 1st, 2020, and the last data activity is September 1st, 2020. A lot of collection companies like to re-age your debt. They want to change the age of it so this account can almost never come off of your credit reports. Because don't forget, this date right here is supposed to be the last time that you made a payment or the first day that you became delinquent. And don't forget, if we talking first day of delinquency, we talking for this account. Usually they don't charge it off for what, 180 days? We're going to talk about charge-offs and the time frames and stuff like that because we're going to look at the payment history. But there is no way that this date is changing, right? But look, y'all, that's one collection. Here's another collection, right? Look at the dates. They're doing the same thing on here. Oh, this is even worse. I didn't even catch this on the last one. So this is a collection, right? Look at the balance. The balance on it is $430, but they saying the most that you ever owe was $410. So they added an extra $20 to this balance. They added an extra $20. This right here is like, ooh, they added. I wish I knew what I knew. I didn't know anything about like the suing and stuff back then. Like I'm like, okay, we can get it deleted. I don't know. I swear I get it deleted. No, this right here is gold. They added an extra $20 to the balance. This is a collection company. Collection companies are not supposed to add money to like your debt. Whatever they have is what they're supposed to try to collect on. If they want more than that, they need to take you to court. Period. But they added an extra $20. But look, not only did they add an extra $20, remember what I just told y'all about them re-aging the debt? The data last activity is different on both of these bureaus. You see, it's different. Let me show y'all. So this one right here, they're saying May 1st, 2020, and this one right here, they're saying September 8th, 2020. For one thing, both of those are different. Let's look at it this way. Both of those are different. Not only is it different, you clearly see that this one um, is being re-aged because this date is supposed to be before this date because this is a collection company. This is the last time that you made a payment or the first day that you became delinquent. Y'all know on let me show y'all the first day of delinquency because this is huge. The first day of delinquency, like on this account right here, this is a Capital One account. It's not charged off right now. It's not charged off yet. You know, it's open. They just late. You know, right now they're saying they just 60 days late or whatever. They was close to getting charged off because usually after 180 days they charge it off, but they start bringing it back current when it was at 150 days. They're like, oh no, don't charge it off. Then they paid it and brought it all the way back current. So they was current. Then they was 30 days late, 60 days late. But this how I go. Let's come back over on this side. So December 2019 right here. Let me zoom in just a little bit for the people that's on YouTube and Facebook. So look, I'm gonna go off of Equifax. I'm gonna say Equifax is correct because these other bureaus say that it's not late, but I don't believe them. So look, 30 days late, 60 days late, 90 days late. They're supposed to go to 120. They're supposed to go to 120. But now that I'm looking at it again, it starts 120 here. So we're gonna just say now experience stuff is correct. But guess what, y'all? Y'all see how we just guessing? This is supposed to be correct. The point that is not correct is the reason why they supposed to delete it. One of the lawsuits that I saw, they said the person that is not very smart is supposed to easily see this and know what is happening. We don't even know what is real on here. We don't know. And especially, you know, we see too, it go from 120 to 120. So we can't even say that maybe Equifax is correct. And then we can't even possibly say that Experian is correct because they got 150 here, but then TransUnion got 120. We don't know. We're not playing a guessing game with them. But they're supposed to charge it off after 180 days. So on this account, the first day that we can say that they went delinquent, this is the day that the collection company is supposed to have. The first day that a collection company could ever put on here saying that they became delinquent since it got refreshed is probably August 2020 because they got delinquent on here, but they came back current. But right here, I would say this will be their first day of delinquency. If they continue to not pay on this, the collection company, even if they buy it in 2021, they need to stick to this. They need to stick to this date. They're not doing that. When they get the debt in 2021, they add in two new dates on it because they want to stay on your credit reports for longer. So that's why I tell people, and I'm telling you all to get the Identity IQ. The link for the dollar is the dollar dollar link basically is inside the course. I'm going to schedule a call with everybody. I'm going to have my assistant create these off for them because I don't honestly don't do stuff like this. I like y'all to be ready because I have so many clients I talk to. You know, some of them are doing lawsuits right now, talking to attorneys. I'm doing a lot right now. But if y'all already have this done, she'll add y'all to my schedule and then I can look at it with you all. So when I look at this, when I told y'all before I can look at a credit report, and I know I'm sorry I'm not answering y'all messages, but when I start answering messages last time, y'all, we went too long. Because this date right here is kind of filled because I'm teaching y'all what I'm really supposed to teach y'all tomorrow. That's only because I want to go deeper and deeper into it. I want to teach y'all as much as I can because y'all will never be made. Y'all know they not gonna play with y'all no more. Y'all gonna already know the game basically. So when I look at these accounts, this is what I like to look at. I don't like to look at the annual one. I don't like to look at this. It's too much work. I'm not doing it. I told him before the last class, like I had an attorney look at my collection before, and it was like, Rakita, your credit report is 200 some pages long. Where is it at? You need to show me. And I just sent them all three credit reports, and I know how to easily look at it faster. But if an attorney tell me he not gonna look at it, you know, it's something to it. So I tell y'all all to get this right here because they all easily side by side, and then y'all can compare y'all errors. But what I like to look at when I look at a report like this, what I look at is everything that's in this negative area, it gotta go. If it don't need to go, let's just, such as this Capital One, this Capital One don't have to go. What needs to go is these late payments. Okay. Now, since they have so many late payments, it's going to be hard to ask them to remove all of these late payments. But that's fine. We can still keep this account on here. Let's just try to remove as many late payments as we want. I mean, as we can, because we want them all gone, but as we can. But for sure, we need them to change this payment status. This need to be current. But only way that's gonna come back current is if they actually pay on it to bring it back current. Okay, so one of the biggest thing I would tell them is they need to bring this back current. And also in the last class, I said that they don't have any credit cards when I look at the bottom, but this is technically still considered a credit card, but I just don't like it, especially knowing that the 9 times out of 10, if they was late like this before and they starting to be late again, they probably having some real big problems. They need to just work on deleting this account. If you know that you're gonna be late every single month going forward, you're not gonna pay on this account, every single month is gonna lower your credit score. Just tell them to delete the account because there's errors. And legally, as far as I'm concerned, if this was my account, I would say, based off of what I have read, if there's errors, it's supposed to be corrected or deleted. So I'm not asking for late payments to get removed. I'm just asking them to delete the full account. And that's only if they know for sure that they're gonna continue to be late. Like, don't play any games. If you know you're gonna continue to be late, just work to get the whole account deleted, okay? So I would say, okay, this account needs to get deleted, this account needs to get deleted, and the rest of these are collections. They all need to get deleted. And I showed y'all how to find errors. All of these are re-aged. You can just put that on your thing. That's it. Re-age and the balance is incorrect. I need validation. And the problem is that they're not going to give you validation, and that's going to be a basis of that could be a basis of a lawsuit for FDCPA, Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. And also to the point that it's on your credit report, that's Fair Credit Reporting Act. So all of these accounts need to basically be deleted. And then right here, these are the positive accounts. Before somebody said, "Hey, what if we find an account that don't that what if we can't find errors? Like, what if we can't find a reason to get it deleted?" Look, all of these positive accounts, they all still have errors. Can y'all see it? They all have errors. All of this is automation. It all still have errors. So there's going to be a reason. Say if for one reason or another they get delinquent on one of these, all of them still have errors. Okay. Now, when it come down to their positive accounts, something else I want y'all to be able to know is they have authorized user accounts, but their utilization is not the best. They got a $2,500 limit, but there's a $1,500 balance, almost $1,600. Remember, I told y'all I want y'all to get y'all utilization down. So I'm gonna want y'all to have y'all utilization down to about a 10%. So what I like to do is any of these numbers to find out what's 10%, I just take the last digit off. So I'll say have it down to about 250. That's the best for your credit score. With them having that 1,500 and then they only got a Capital One, this is damaging their credit. It's not even helping them. You know, it's not. It's helping them if they got another account, but I'm pretty sure if this account were to be deleted, it will help them more. But I would tell them, just tell a person, whoever you on this account, whoever account this is Synchrony Bank, like a PayPal, Mastercard. It's with that PPMC. I'm guessing that's PayPal, Mastercard. I would tell them, hey, pay down that PayPal card because it's hurting you. Then you got another U.S. bank. You have a U.S. bank card right here too. A $5,000 limit. It got a $2,000 balance on it. Again, I would want it to be at 500 if we can help it. But look, it's a $2,000 balance. And at one point, they was higher than look at the high credit. That's the most you ever owed on an account. At one point, this account was re-aged. Not re-aged. This account was over the limit. So this account was at one point over the limit. That means that this account was really damaging them. I hope they didn't even have it on there at this point. But if you see people that have stuff like this in the past, just know that it's possible it can happen again. You don't even want to be on a credit card because I see a lot of people that trying to buy a house that have stuff like this where they spent too much on that credit card and you got them as an authorized user, you think it was helping your credit and it's not. And now you need to get that stuff deleted. So I say don't even start messing around with stuff like that. And then they have these 2 installment accounts on here. So they have 2 installment accounts, but guess what? It's not on all 3 credit bureaus. So that's not even really helping them. It's only on that one TransUnion. You need on all 3 credit bureaus. You need all 3 credit bureaus to have 4 credit cards reporting, and you need to have 2 installment accounts on all 3 credit bureaus. So these right here is helping them, but they dependent on them. They don't have their own real credit cards. The only credit card that they got is Capital One. They late on it right now. That they probably don't pay on it. So I would tell them, like somebody like this, I would tell them they eventually gonna have to get secure credit cards, but you need to make up your mind about that Capital One. Like, are you gonna pay it or not? And that's all you need to focus on is just bringing that back current. Don't focus on nothing else. Don't be trying to, oh, can I get a secure credit card? Because that right there is bleeding you in points every single month. Like it's lowering your credit score every single month. But that's what our class is about today. I want y'all to come to get your credit reports, My Danny IQ. I have the link for you. I have the thing right here on TikTok where you all can fill out that form. When you fill out that form, I'm gonna have my assistant go through all of that, put y'all all on the schedule. She gonna contact y'all, get y'all all set up. I just want to make sure I show up to the appointment, look at your credit reports, and tell y'all what y'all need to do. That's all I really want to be able to do. I'm not gonna have the time to call y'all all. So my assistant Esther and maybe my assistant Rose, depending on how many people need to be called, they will be calling you all to schedule a time. Y'all don't have to be my client for me to talk to you all. But this is the only week that I'm probably gonna have time to really talk to y'all, and I'm gonna tell y'all each this what you need to focus on. Kind of like how this person, they may be something. I need to get more credit cards. No, you need to pay on the one that you're not gonna be on this street don't need a secure credit card because if they can't pay this, look at the balance, 338. If they can't pay the minimum payment of $48, they really don't need to get no credit cards right now. If we're gonna be honest, you know. If they can't bring that back current, they really don't need to try to get no secure credit cards because if you can't pay 48, you can't pay for a secure credit card. So I'm gonna be looking at everybody's credit reports, telling them honestly what they need to do, what credit cards they need to get. And if they in situations like this, I'm gonna be telling them, hey, if you can't pay this, try to figure out if you can get like a side job, try if you can get some more income because this is an income problem. Clearly, it's $48 is the minimum payment. This is an income problem. This is the only credit card they got to pay. And like they got like, some my credit cards minimum payment. If I was gonna pay anything, be 200 some dollars. If you have multiple credit cards, that add up. But if you got one credit card, minimum payment $48, it's an income problem. We gotta get that fixed. So I would tell them let's focus on getting everything set up so that you can talk to an attorney that can help you be able to sue. When you get that money back to be able to sue, then you can go ahead and put that money and pay off your Capital One or whatnot. But I say that's all your focus is. Try to bring this back current. There's no point in messing up with Capital One. Just get it back fixed so that because they'll give you more credit cards. But when I talk to all y'all, I'm gonna come up with a full plan and yeah, I just want y'all to get the identity IQ, and then to my assistant will email y'all this report, but I'll have it on my end because usually I tell them, hey, had a credit report available. It's easy for me just to look at y'all credit report while y'all on the phone. Because I can look at a credit report in 3 minutes and tell y'all exactly what y'all need to do to get it fixed. But sometimes I'll catch additional errors after the fact, but that's fine. When I do your dispute letters, like the people that's inside the membership, like when you buy any of the books, like this is just one of them. When you buy any of the books, you guys are going to access to the membership. I have it where I'll do 6 months of dispute letters for you. If I do just regular 6 months dispute letters for you, you're not my client. You're not asking me to do your dispute. You're not asking me to mail them out. I don't know if you're going to do certified. I don't know what you're going to do. So what I'll do is every single month, I'll put one error on that letter. So at 1 month because I do 6 months, one set of your letters, I'll say, hey, the monthly payments. I'll say, hey, the balance is incorrect. Another month, I'll say the high credit. But if you're my client and I'm sending out certified, even if you're my client, you're not doing certified, I'm going to well, I can't say what I was gonna say, but trust me with this, okay? It don't take much. It don't take much for what we're trying to do with this. It ain't gonna take much. I tested it out. It ain't gonna take much. Trust me. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make it so fireproof, especially with those people that do like certified letters, because a lot of my clients they already know what is up with me. They do the certified letters, especially ones that I'm sending off to attorneys. I do a detailed letter that's probably 3 paragraphs long because in that letter I'm gonna compare it. I say more things like this. I say, hey, on the Experian and Equifax credit report, it says the balance is this, but when I look on TransUnion, it says this balance. I'll go and make another sentence talking about this another two sentences talking about the monthly payment. This thing could come up to like 1 to 3 paragraphs, especially with the payment history like this. But I only do detail like that if you're my client and you're doing certified letters, because I know if you're doing certified letters, you're trying to set up for this. If you're trying to set up for this, that's a whole different thing. If you're not trying to set up for this, just putting one thing on there will be able to suffice. And sometimes when you be so detailed like I do, they're gonna try not to be your disputes. They're gonna try to make it seem like they don't know who you are. But that stuff like that, when it come down to court, what I have realized, I'm not trying to get all legal advice, but what I have realized when credit bureaus try to keep acting like they don't know who you are, that's them failing to process your disputes. which is also a problem with the Fair Credit Reporting Act. But then you catch them up too is if you send it certified saying, "Hey, I asked you to do the disputes and I sent it certified. I sent you my ID and you kept saying you didn't know it was me." If y'all not sending it certified, they can say that they never even got it. They can say anything. They don't say, "I don't have a copy of the letter." "Oh, I got a copy of the letter because I sent it certified." You know what I mean? I just want us to have it all done correct. So we got 5 more minutes until I'm gonna start doing a Q&A, but I'm gonna start that early. So keep in mind too, our lesson for today was I was gonna teach y'all how to go here and get y'all credit reports. Only people I won't go on here is if you know you ain't got no collections, you fresh to credit, you ain't got no negative accounts, you fresh to credit, you know, you're not really doing no disputes at all. You need to get you some credit cards. That's all you really need to do. You trying to build your credit. You never have negative accounts because you're not trying to do disputes. If y'all come here, then they're gonna you're gonna let them get 15 additional days to process your disputes. We don't want them to have no days. When we sign the dispute letter, they have 30 days from the day that they received this to process your dispute. We don't need them to have 45 days because that you give them more time to get it right. We don't want them to get it right. You know what I mean? We don't want them to get it right. You know, so I say we're gonna do this later on. Pay the dollar. So pay the dollar in the link. Go ahead and do this. The 7 days for $1. And then two, I have the 6 months of free letters. I still want you all to go through that process because this is something that y'all have to do. And it's another company on there that'll tell y'all if y'all information is on the dark web. That information is gonna be very, very important. That means that when I think about stuff like that, when you find out your information once on the dark web, I'm not thinking about it for in a data breach kind of way. I'm looking at it as when these collection companies come back and say, like, where that one collection company? That's one of the collection companies that have like a different account number. When you like this one right here, this one got two different account numbers. When they come back and say, "Oh, well, they should have knew that they had something with the emergency room," you be like, "Listen, you know, I would say, and Your Honor, I had my information in the data breach. I see that 20 different companies had my information, so I'm not sure if this is identity theft. I asked them for the documents, I never received it, you know, and then when I looked, the account numbers was different. That one account, remember the balance was different right here. The balance was different. You know, you got more things you can say to wiggle up out of some stuff. You know what I mean? So that's why I say keep that for the data, you know, that your information was compromised, that you did have a data breach, but we want to use it different where everybody else doing. And I didn't show this in the last class, but it's going to be very, very important that you all understand this. But I'm going to come back and answer the questions. I'm so, so sorry, you all. Let me see. This is a serious thing. I really want y'all to be set up for something like this. Seriously. I know I showed y'all this before, but I really want y'all to take it very serious. This is me and TransUnion's communication. Remember, they found I had a credit company. We already had a settlement. They tried to back out of it. This is public records of what's in here, whatever, right? This is public records. This is what they filed with the courts. We would have never had this if they wanted to fight me. But they said right here, "Good afternoon, Mrs. Kennett. As a follow-up to our correspondence earlier, I am authorized to settle this matter for the monetary payment and case-specific action." So some money and case-specific action on a confidential basis, contingent upon non-monetary terms. If this was acceptable, I will provide a release next week. And I said, the plaintiff, which is me, "Thank you for following up. I accept the settlement of the monetary payment in case specific confidential basis. I will proceed with filing the notice of settlement with the court." I want this for everybody. I want this for everybody. And I want this for everybody against all three credit bureaus. If they're reporting your inaccurate information, I want this for every collection company that's reporting your information, whoever it is. I want this times 1,000, however, how many ever companies you have. This is what I want for you all. This is the only reason why I'm going to law school too. Yeah, I ain't have no type of degree or anything. I started going to law school when I found out about this. And one of the biggest law firms, I feel like they did not take me serious because I wasn't a paralegal. I'm still not a paralegal. I did take some class, but I'm not a paralegal, and then I'm not a lawyer. So, you know, it was a payment discrepancy. And I said, no, I know as much as I know. I feel like I should get paid a certain amount. But when I found out that they was getting money, y'all, this is all I want to talk about. And that's why I want y'all to have this same thing. This is what I want for all of you all. So that's why I want y'all for real. Don't play any games. Send y'all stuff certified. Yes, this costs extra money, but we talking serious business, okay? And two, y'all know I have my settlement with Midland also. Okay, Rakita Cannon plaintiff versus Midland Credit Management. Okay, so y'all know I have my settlement with Midland also. I have multiple documents like this that say the settlement. I just don't have them on here. But at the same time, y'all get the gist of what I'm trying to tell y'all and what we're trying to do, okay? So let me answer y'all questions. We went through everything for class. Remember, do the identity IQ. That's what we're doing today. We're doing identity IQ. That's what I want y'all to do. Have it available. Fill out that form. If y'all want me to talk to y'all this week, my assistant, their name is Esther, and then maybe Rose will be able to call some of y'all, depending on how many people it is. What they're going to make sure is y'all have y'all credit reports. If y'all don't have y'all credit reports, honestly, I just don't know what we need to talk about because some of y'all need if y'all have questions, we can talk here. I need to see like exactly like what is going on. Like I need to see like with my eyes what's going on. And then right now, all I care about is suing. If y'all wanna just if I'm gonna show y'all another way too. Some people are not gonna want to sue. That's why I tell y'all to go get that other link to say, hey, you can get a 14-day free trial in the course, use it. I can still create the 6 months of dispute letters for you all, and then I'll show you all how to use that to just get the accounts deleted. But I say go for the money. Like I'm telling y'all, go for the money. I would literally I would be just going for the money because y'all don't know like how much that stuff will be able to change y'all life. It's gonna fast forward so much stuff. But I'll make y'all into some believers. I understand that some people are not gonna be believers. Some people, they're gonna have their own thing that they want to do, because I was like that too. When I had the problem with Midland, I was like, I don't want to do the lawsuit. But then when I did it, got the settlement, and I like was shaking the whole way through, I was like, you know what? I do gotta go to law school, because it's no way I'm gonna tell y'all to do disputes and not show y'all how to get money out of it. You know what I mean? That will be wrong. So that's all I preach now. That's what y'all, because I'm gonna go to law school and pay all this money. That's all I'm gonna be preaching, okay? So y'all know that's all I'm gonna be preaching. So let me knock out the YouTube questions first because it's not that many. It's not that many over here. So let me just knock these out first. Okay. Somebody says, I miss your information. I'm going to sign back up to your credit class soon. You helped me massively in the past, and I know you'll be able to help in the future. Thank you, Rakita. You are godsend. Oh, you're welcome. Okay. Definitely sign back up. But you know what I'm on now because I don't think I was on this before. I might have talked about it, but now I know how to fully do it. Okay. I know how to fully do it. So if you sign back up, do the certify and schedule a call with me too. And my schedule will be more open starting in January because I still got 2 classes I'm doing, and then I just got to study for the LSAT. And my professor said I'm not gonna get a big discount on my tuition no matter what LSAT I get, like no matter what my score is, because usually they start at a certain thing. They aren't gonna give me a small discount, so I'm not gonna go all out for the LSAT like I wanted to do before, but definitely I'll be able to help you schedule that call. Oh, thank you so much for the heart. Just confirming the dispute stuff still. Okay, wait, just confirming the dispute stuff. Since I'm in your program, this is what your team does, but I'll print the reports for my knowledge. You can print the reports on your end, but I'm going to keep all of this. I'm going to download all your reports as long as you keep your stuff open. And let's be honest, some more too. If y'all are not getting certified disputes, I never touch y'all stuff. I have a assistant that does those. I only touch these because I know what it needs to be in there, and I never taught her, and I'm not going to teach her. I know what needs to be in these things. I know how I word it and how stuff is done. It's like what they call it proprietary information. I'm gonna teach y'all how to do it stuff, but y'all gotta figure out your own little pizzazz. Y'all like to do it when y'all mail these out. So yeah. Go ahead, El Sashi ready. I'm definitely ready. But I'm gonna have to see how it go. I'm gonna do one of them. They got like some LSAT things on there, some study stuff. So I'm gonna be doing that, but that ain't gonna be that much. If I can do 11 classes in one semester and get all A's and B's, I think my GPA was like a 3.7 with 11 classes. And if we got 5 kids, if I can do that, this LSAT ain't gonna be nothing. I already know it ain't. You know, I just need to figure out the paying for the law school. That's gonna be the part. Like, we talking what 60,000 a year. We gotta figure that out. I should be able to. Yes, you definitely lucky. Y'all getting me during the early time. Like I just know I'm gonna be something amazing. Like seriously, I feel like I'm so amazing now, but I just know because I never even saw myself being here. I never. I used to think attorneys was something serious, but since I've been working with them, I realized they don't know nothing. They don't. They just went to school and probably their parents paid for it, and they do something called like pushing papers. They just filling out papers, and sometimes like they don't even know what's going on. Y'all can easily slip them up on so much, especially when I'm finna teach y'all. Like I'm so serious. I don't look at them like okay, so I don't look at them as anything spectacular at all. No. I used to be like, "Oh my gosh, they're an attorney. I'm going against this." I don't care. Like, it's whether you got the information or not. You know, if you got this stuff right or not. So I'm just scrolling down because I'm gonna go through some of the old questions, and then I'm staying here to 10 o'clock. So I'm gonna take my time answering some of these questions. Um, so yeah, we're gonna. I just want to make sure I answer your questions. I hate when people answer a question, give you one line. That irritates me because I need to know everything. I'm very nosy. My dad used to say that you're so annoyed. You so nosy. I'm like, and show is. I need to know. So this right here, somebody said, I heard that they give you $1,000 per annoying collection call. They say things like this, but it's some people out there that's getting $100,000. It's some people that may settle at a different amount. It's all about settlements. It's all about you put your number out there and they put their number out there. So inside of here, I didn't find it yesterday. We kind of got a little extra time, y'all. Um, I got a whole section on settlement negotiation. So on here, I said that we're gonna talk about discovery. I'm gonna teach y'all what discovery is in here, but I'm gonna say, hey, you all have to figure out how settlements are going to go. So I said in here that the opening number should reflect the strength of your evidence. So if it's duplicate reporting, if they're that means that they got you got to count on them more than once. Ignore your disputes or inaccurate balances. What's your damages? Do you got credit denials? Y'all all don't need credit denials, but that's gonna be easy. Y'all. There you go. Credit denials, maybe higher interest rates, emotional stress, it's public records that I did put in my lawsuit that I had a lot of emotional damage, a lot of emotional stress around this, like not being able to fully, because I wanted to be able to fully pay for my brother's funeral. I said I wasn't able to fully pay for my own brother's funeral and things like that. I tried to get approved for this one thing and I got denied for it. It's screwed. So I did put that inside of my lawsuit that was a problem. So that was part of my emotional stress. I did go to the doctor and say, hey, I'm going crazy right now. If we can be real about that. And then I'm not gonna go too much in detail, but I did go to the doctor and the judge was like, well, if she, he's like, ain't this an easy case? Why ain't nobody settling with her? Like, why is this case going on for a long time? I thought this would have been settled. I was like, it's not. She got some medical documents, and I was like, Your Honor, I do have medical documents. Oh, okay. I was like, okay, so yeah, that's um all within again the public records, and then the cost for their trial. Remember, these attorneys are paying by an hour. Some of the attorneys that I'm sending my clients to, like one of the attorneys here in Florida, she charging $45 per hour. But again, when y'all have y'all attorney, when y'all have an attorney, they're going to get that money from the person that you're suing. So they know that every hour that they're working on the case, they owe more money. So they'll be better off just giving y'all some whatever money, whatever. But I said, so if you want to end up getting $5,500, because I'm teaching y'all how to settle with these companies, if y'all have a target, you know, if y'all know that y'all want to get $5,500, start at 10,000. If y'all know that y'all want to get 15,000, start at 25,000. And I'm talking per company. So talking all three credit bureaus, you start at $10,000, per bureau. If you got the collection company, each collection company, you asking them for 10. And then each one you wiggle down to whatever your number is or whatever y'all come up with. Um, this is something that my professor taught me. She said that a lot of people, when it come down to settlements, they'll have a number. She was teaching us about car accidents. She said with car accidents, they always start high and then they come back low. But guess what, y'all? They came to your number anyway. So I teach all about that in here. I said, so you demand $10,000, they may counter at 2,500. Then you drop it to 9,000, they may enter 3,000. They drop it. you gonna drop it to 8,000, then they move to $3,500. That's how like the negotiation, like a settlement go. But that's inside this book. That's what I'm reading. Like I'm reading like how I was teaching y'all how to like actually negotiate. So when they say $1,000 per account, that's not necessarily true. The judge also brought up too, he said, I thought it was just $1,000. And then too, there was information said about if you have additional information, it could be more. Okay, so don't think $1,000, because if y'all get $1,000, I'm gonna be disappointed. I mean, that's all I'm gonna say. Okay, y'all need to put some multiples on that. Like I would say, if I would say honestly, start off at 20 each account. When y'all talking to each credit bureau, start off at 20 and go slow. You see how I said how they gonna jump, you jump, da 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 da. Start at $20,000 per like each bureau. You tell Equifax 20, you tell Experian 20,000, you tell TransUnion 20, and y'all can meet somewhere. When y'all had those collection companies, you tell them 20,000 apiece, and y'all meet somewhere. Don't say $1,000. You start to $1,000, you messed up. That's what I can say. Y'all messed up. That's not what we're gonna do. Um, and this also answered this one too. How much to sue for? Not trying to be your attorney, not trying to give y'all legal advice, but if it was me, I'm starting at 30. I'm starting at 30. Let them figure it out. Let them y'all figure it out. We'll settle. Like we'll figure it out. I feel like the higher you are, guess what? They're gonna come at a number, because what if your number was very, very small? What if you would have been happy with 1,000? And then they end up coming at a higher number, and you're like, oh my gosh, what if you're not, they end up coming with a higher number, you already happy, but start at a high number or whatever. That's why I really want y'all to send out y'all stuff certified, because it's all I care about. Like seriously, y'all get that money. Like I'm telling y'all get that money, it's gonna change y'all life. Y'all ain't gonna have no credit card debt no more. Y'all pay all off. Y'all can probably pay out y'all car y'all have. Put a nice down payment on a house. Y'all gonna be set, and y'all credit gonna be clean. Like what more can y'all ask for? That's what I want to know, how to print the credit report. So if y'all want to print y'all credit reports from Identity IQ, y'all should be able to just have like a print. It's a print button on there, like, or download, like you can download your reports, okay? So let me see. I'm still going through this. Oh, this person that I'm talking to, I feel so bad because she talking about all the stuff I thought was right too, y'all. I thought this stuff was right. So the last class, I'm sending invites on accident. She was talking about like freezing LexisNexis and all that. We only dispute with LexisNexis if you have a bankruptcy. We don't care about LexisNexis other than that. To freeze secondary bureaus, no. Um, so we send all of this to the CFPB. I don't care about the CFPB, y'all. Like, my friend was just talking about how she was able to get her LVMV Funny deleted because of CFPB. But guess what? If you could have got money, do y'all care about? I don't care about that stuff, y'all. And guess what? When I tried, so I was just trying to. Let me just talk openly because I'm under contract. I'm shutting up. I'm under contract. I'm gonna shut up. So I like don't want to say too much, but I want to tell y'all everything because I don't care. We need to know this stuff. But let me tell you about a client. So a client, the only way they got results is when they went my route. When they started like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and do certified, because even when they was going and do like disputes and stuff with CFPB doing complaints, they still didn't delete it. I also did complaints with the CFPB and they didn't delete it. But now that I know what I know, don't nobody care about that when you go to court. Don't nobody care about that. You don't even need that. You wasting your time. And the point that you so close to a lawsuit that you remember, y'all, it's public records. I put my lawsuit in October. They all got served in November. Equifax settled in December. Do y'all see how close that is? That's not that much time. I can wait. You know what I mean? So why mess up to the point where you about to have a good settlement because you want to go to the CFPB and hope that they're going to do it, when in actuality you're wasting your time. You need to be focusing on the main, make the main thing the main thing. Like y'all understand that? Like make the main thing the main thing. I did my lawsuit in October. They believe that was served in November. I had my first settlement in December. My last, and this is October of last year. I finally got my settlement. I'm not sure the dates. I don't know if we had settled in. It's you gotta look at the public records. I don't know the exact date that the settlement happened. I don't know if we signed that settlement in September or August with the collection company. So even if you do the math of that, that's still less than a year. And let me tell y'all this, I would not be trying to do none of that CFPB stuff. I will wait. That's all I got to say. I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna do nothing like that. Probably quit my job too. I'm gonna focus on something else. I kind of want something else to happen so I can put that money on my law school. That money on my law school, like. But yeah, I need this book. I get the book for sure. Yes, we can down. Yeah, that's what I want. How do you print the report? Okay, I'm just going through all the questions. Hello. Somebody said, um, what's the difference between the books? Okay, so this is the main book that I created. This is the 75 days that we're going over, but not a class in it. So if you all not staying for the class, don't forget this is going to be available inside the course. The class that we just did is from 7 to 8 o'clock. Um, it's from 7 to 8 o'clock. I want you all to schedule a call. I have the thing here so you all can schedule a call if you having problems with like the only thing I think that you all can have problems with right now is hey I can't get it or something like that. If you have problems with that, make sure that you give us a call or schedule that thing. If they're going ahead, they're probably going to call y'all tomorrow or call y'all Tuesday and then get y'all scheduled for this week. Also too, if y'all want faster service, text me because we're going to look at the text messages first. So let me give y'all my phone number just in case y'all don't have it. So my phone number is 407 is 407 374 2747. So 407 374 2747. So if y'all don't, because all we doing right now is just going to the identity IQ, that's it. And so all we gonna do is all we have to do for class today. If y'all have any additional questions, schedule that thing so we can talk. It ain't gonna take us that long to talk, to go over everything that we can go over, especially if you're my client. We can get on a call every single month. We can get on it every week if y'all need to, because we're gonna figure it out. But if you're my actual client, but this week I'm gonna make sure I open up my schedule so I can talk to everybody. So you gotta fill out that form. I'm not sure if that form is still here anywhere. It was a form that I had available before. But if not, I just gave y'all my phone number. So the 407. Somebody can put in the comments for me too. Let me say one more time. So 407 374 2747. So 407 374 2747. Y'all text me. That would be the fastest way y'all can get a respond because we automatically take for watching for those text messages and doing those first because that means somebody is actively right here. We ain't got to call nobody or nothing like that. Somebody actively need help. Schedule that call if y'all have any problems. But the difference between the books is this was the first original book. Okay, so this was the first original book that I did. It's 75 days of things that we have to do to increase your credit score. The goal is to get 180 points in 75 days. So this started what on the 17th. So this started on Friday, and this right here is going to end on the 31st of December. Right. This is what I first did. I went over this in the summer and I got bored. And that's when I created this one right here. Cause just like I'm telling y'all, like, oh, we can do this. I don't like to do the wrong thing. So this right here is raise your credit score 100 points in 30 days. All this one is right here is everything that y'all gonna learn in here is we're doing it all within 30 days and we're doing it fast. That's all it is. So I tell you all to get the package of letters because this is the 7 o'clock class, and then I repeat it and do it for the 8 o'clock class, and this is what the 9 o'clock class is. So this right here for the 9 o'clock class, this one right here is basically going to start November 1st and November 30th is going to start again December 1st and end December 30th. So it's right here where y'all watch me at now. This is where our free class are at. Okay. Let me add this banner back up. This is the free class that y'all seeing. And then also when I'm talking a lot about suing and stuff like that, all the stuff that I had learned in my class, but I kind of structured it for the credit bureaus. Hey, I actually put it all inside of here. So I put it all inside of here that I learned from my class. I took two college classes and I said, hey, I need the master federal court. So I actually took two college classes and I put it all in here. I basically used my notes from my class and I put it in here. That's what helped me actually guide me through what I had to do for my lawsuit. I basically went through this is my notes because I was like, let me do it and then I'm gonna find out what really worked, what didn't work, and this what it was. I used this was basically my notes. I just put it in here. Y'all can see it's not that thick. Because guess what? All you're gonna need is the documents. So I'm trying to figure out how I can legally create documents. You know, when y'all sue, y'all gotta do a complaint. I'm trying to figure out how I can legally create that for you. I do have samples of that because this has its own course where I talk about my experience. Um, but I'm trying to figure out how to legally do y'all documents. So I say just get all three of them because I say come for the 8 o'clock class, stay for the 9 o'clock class and do this. And then we're going to talk about this throughout. Kind of like I was heavy talking about this today because it's needed. You know, today is needed. Like I want y'all to not try to take shortcuts because y'all shorten yourself out in the end. So I think this is like number one. It should be, I mean, number one, number five inside of the TikTok shop. It should be pinned. So I say get all three of them. So I have the first 4 days available for this one because every day is something in here that we'll have to do. And let me actually show y'all like what day one looked like for the people that just don't know. This is what day one looked like. So I showed everybody when we did day one what it looks like. So this is what day one looks like. It tell y'all what we got to do for the day. And then also we're tracking our credit scores every day. So I'm gonna ask everybody yesterday that they track their credit scores. Y'all need to make sure y'all have this workbook open every single day because I work right out of this workbook. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about because it's gonna tell you. So today inside the workbook, it said, hey, I'm gonna teach y'all how to get y'all free report from annual. But that's one thing for here, but that's for somebody that's not doing like what I'm doing. Because what if they never want to contact me? Since y'all is inside the class, y'all get that free course. So when y'all purchase any of these, workbooks, which I think that y'all should just get all three of them, y'all gonna get access to a free course. So I have special links inside the course that you all can be able to get. So I'm saying, hey, do the identity IQ because that's way better than doing annual because I'm going to do the letters for you. Somebody that get this workbook, they're most likely not going to get the free letters, but if they want to get they're not going to get the free letters, but I do have free letters available to anybody because I said, hey, I'm at like 74,000 subscribers on um, YouTube. I want to get to 100,000, and I said, hey, until I get to 100,000 before I go to law school, I'm going to do free letters for everybody. You can get 6 months of free letters. So they technically do that link. It's a requirement for me to do the free letters, but if they outside the link, then they need to, I say just go to annual. That's what I just have in the book. So today it said, hey, go to annual, but I'm adding more on it as we go because even when I created this book, it's good for 180 points, but I know a lot of y'all gonna get more because I'm more educated than what I was even doing this because I read all the time, as y'all can see. I read and I study so much now, and I'm looking at so many cases. I'm tightening up everything as I go. So imagine if I know this now, like what I'm gonna be like when I actually get out of law school. And two, the more stuff you learn from doing lawsuits, you can be all in the credit. You can be all in their business or whatever about how stuff work and things like that. So yeah, I say get all three of them. Once you do it, I actually text you a link to the course. And then two, I have the first 4 days available for this, but the people that's purchasing now, they're gonna need more days. So all you have to do is to say, hey, I don't have the days. Can you send it to me? And then I'll send you those additional days. But the first 4 days is already inside the course. All of these recordings that we're doing now, I'm adding them also inside the course. So you can go back and watch all of the old recordings because you only missed 2 days. And if you're just not coming right now, you missed three technically because the class is done 7 o'clock class, and then again I do it at 8 o'clock. I just repeat the additional information. Sometimes I add more because maybe I forgot something. But yeah, mainly it's the same thing. We're going over this workbook here, but you have the recordings inside the course. So I will send you all the recordings. So somebody was asking like, what's the difference between the books? And that's what this one is too. I never pinned it. Like, what's the difference between um, the books? But I'm just going through all the comments, and it's good I got all these comments because I'm still saying it to 9. I mean, still standing to 10 o'clock, and sometimes I don't know what to talk about. What about So somebody asked, what about student loans? So we're going to talk about student loans going forward, but you know how I showed y'all all of the errors? It's the same thing with student loans. It's whether you want to remove the late payments from your student loans or you want to get deleted. So I once had late payments on my student loans. I did not want to get mine deleted because that helped me. Those are my oldest accounts. I never want to remove my student loans. Those are my oldest accounts still now because you know they let you get student loans fresh out of high school. Sometimes they won't even let you get a credit card. And if you're underage a lot of time, that stuff can just it be basically your oldest accounts basically. But those can be like your first accounts. So those are my oldest accounts. I had late payments, so I just worked on remove the late payments. But some people like to delete their student loans if they have like a lot of debt to income ratio problems. So maybe if they're trying to buy a house and they say, hey, you got too much debt because your student loans are just the balance of it is just too high, so they like you just delete it. So you know, the same way that I found those errors, though, you got to figure out, are we going to just work to remove the late payments or are we working to delete the account? That's the only difference. But I didn't teach y'all dispute letters yet. We're gonna actually fill them out. I'm gonna have my daughter get the tripod though and set it up because y'all know I'm like shaky trying to hold the phone, teach y'all too much. And then I see comments coming all over the place. I'm like, oh my gosh, what is this? I start freaking out a little bit, like, oh my gosh, I'm messing up. It's like, no, I'm gonna get her to give me the tripod though, so we can set it up so that I can actually just record my screen. It'd be easier because it's easy for the people on the other platforms to be able to see my screen because it just shows them literally the screen. Y'all are looking at my screen. They are looking like it's on their whole screen, so it's easier. Um, for them to look at it. But I'm going to teach y'all how to do each account because don't forget that credit report that I showed y'all earlier. That's the exact report I'm going off of. I'm not looking at no other report. That's my example report. So for everything when it come down to teaching y'all anything, I'm teaching y'all off of that report. I may show y'all like a bankruptcy though, and maybe I'll pull up a student loan. But yeah, we definitely want to be able to go off of it. And some people think that student loans can get deleted. We definitely can. They can get deleted. I have some results on here, but I'm gonna have to show y'all another time unless y'all want to see like some student loan results. Um, I can show you all some student loan results. Just put them in the comments and I'll show it to you. Oh, I didn't get this. I said see you later too, Howard. So I'll definitely see her later. And then Evelyn got the book. I'm gonna make sure I send it to you. We're gonna get that thing sent off. Angela said, thank you. You're welcome. Is this the 8 o'clock class? They must be like, why is it not scooting over? I'm sorry, so the mirrors makeover. We had a lot going on in that class and it started coming over because a lot of stuff, y'all, we have to do like reprogramming, you know. We learned a lot of stuff and now we have to get it reprogrammed. And if you all want to become like my actual client, like this person said, how do I become a client? I have in here how you can actually become a client. Because usually if you want to become a client, it will be like you have to pay like $100 or you can get my lifetime membership, which is like $600, meaning that you just with me for a lifetime. Whenever you need dispute letters or you need help, you got me. Like I'm here for you or whatever, right? But some people would go like to pay $100 and then they pay like a monthly fee to become my client. I have it where you all can just do the 6 months of dispute letters and then y'all can automatically start off because you already purchased the book. Y'all can start off by just doing a $29 per month. So I suggest y'all just look inside the course and see how to do like the 6 months of dispute letter. And I've been sending out announcements about it. And then like the last option say if you want to become a client, you could just pay $29 a month. It's something special that I'm just doing for you all. Because it's nothing for me to send out your dispute letters, you all. It only becomes something when you all want to get this because it's gonna take me a few hours to do like certified because that's how I know y'all trying to take legal action. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Hello, Rakita. Do paid off or instead of charge-offs look worse on your report? And if the charge-off is paid, it's gonna look better because you know you're not gonna have a balance. And then don't forget too, I'm a real estate broker, so I'm looking at it also around like when you're trying to buy a house, you know, a lot of times they'll say, hey, for your charge-offs, we'll use 5% of that balance into like your debt to income ratio. So, you know, paid off gonna look better when it come out to charge off, period. You know, it's gonna look better. But honestly, when it come to charge offs, a deleted account look better. Like just getting it all off of there altogether. I would rather just have it like get deleted. That's what I would rather do. Like just get it deleted. Where do I purchase the book? So all the books should be down below. And you see this little thing right there, that little purse looking thing, that little shopping bag. That's where all of the books at. I say get like number 5. That's the one I got all 3 books all together. So that's what I would say. And then the people that's on YouTube and on Facebook, I have it in the comments for you all where to do it. And so I'm scrolling up. Hi, I'll be in your 9 p.m. class. Okay, Drew, for sure. Okay, good. And we're gonna start really getting into the 9 p.m. class starting on Saturday. That's when I'm gonna start setting y'all up, saying do this, do that, because I love this class only because it's like straight to the point. Like we go hard. Like it's no dragging anything on. Once y'all learn the basics, like I taught y'all how to spot errors, which is gonna help y'all soon. You know, if that's what y'all want to do, I taught y'all how to spot errors already. So now it's like, okay, so these are reasons why these stuff need to get deleted from my credit reports. That's good. I'm gonna teach y'all how to easily do a dispute letter, and then I'm gonna teach y'all basically gotta remove y'all inquiries, make sure y'all have the inquiries in your credit reports, any negative accounts in your credit reports, make sure you have 4 credit cards and 2 installment accounts. So it's basically all of that inside of this book plus more, but still it's gonna be very, very simple. But it is gonna be like every day you're gonna have something to do. Somebody said on here too that they're a truck driver and that they're not gonna have time. And I was saying, hey, I don't care, what y'all have going on, y'all. We locked in. Did y'all not watch the TikToks? Or am I the only one took it serious? Y'all need to look into somebody named David Goggins. What did Chuck Chuck do in my book? It's a guy named David Goggins, and he got a book called Can't Hurt Me. I love that book because I'm obsessive, y'all. Y'all know, like I know I'm an obsessive person. That's why I don't do nothing because I know I'll be out here doing something crazy. But David Goggins said he don't care. He always say, just put your shoes on, get him strapped up. I don't care. He was like 300 something pounds, and then he started working out and running. Then he was running like 100 miles at one time, running 24 hours at a time, like doing a lot of stuff. He became a Navy SEAL. Y'all gotta look him up. I went and seen him one time so far. I just went and seen him last year because after my brother passed away, I was just so confused about life. And then he was like, you know what you need to do on, you know what you need to do, put your shoes on. I'm like, I know what I need to do. I need to stop crying about, I know you mourn and stuff like that, but it's like, dude, do what you have to do. Life happens. But I want to tell you, I don't care what y'all need. I don't care what's going on with y'all, like seriously, because even I still showed up with all of y'all. I still um was doing my classes. I had a lot of stuff like going on like this year. Last year I had a lot of stuff going on, but I still showed up the best that I can. And on TikTok, they was talking about this. We doing this great lock-in, y'all. We not doing nothing. We staying in the house. We meal prepping. We getting our credit together. We getting our life together and all this stuff. People talking about they getting their finances together. They doing this, they doing that. And I'm like, oh, this is my type of people, right? That's what I'm thinking. Like, this is my type of people. So I said, okay, y'all, let's do a credit lock in. And that's what we're doing. So our credit lock in, y'all, every day we have something to do. You gonna pick you coming to the 7 o'clock class, you pick you coming to the 8 o'clock class. And if you really want to do a bit, you gonna come to the 9 o'clock class. 30 days, y'all. This is not a joke. This is 100 points in 30 days. So I don't care what's going on. We're gonna get the stuff done. Every day we have something to do. So today, the only thing you have to do is get your credit report from Identity IQ and schedule a call with me. That's it. You know, be available. We ain't got to be on the phone for about 15 minutes for me to go over everything. Have your pen ready. I'm gonna tell you which credit cards to apply for. I'm gonna tell you what you need to do in terms of your disputes, and we're gonna go from there. Like when they say lock in, I mean like this is all we're gonna do every single day until the new year, basically. I mean, really lock in, y'all. I think y'all, I don't know if y'all ever went to like tough stuff, but I had 3 of my kids at home with no doctor. The one that I did, the one that was called herself trying to work, she 8 years old. She's so determined in certain things, but I had her in the backyard because my mama called the fire department because she got scared. I'm like, Mama, no, we've had a baby at home. She like, you were serious? Yes, I was serious. I researched how to do this stuff, y'all. Called the fire department. I had a baby in the backyard. They ended up taking me to the hospital right after that. But yeah, the other kid, I had him in my bedroom. The last one I had in the bathroom. Like, I ain't gonna do this without a doctor. We gonna do this right now. Like, that's how locked in. When I say we locked in on credit, that's what I mean. Like, No excuses. I don't care what happened. We have to pick ourselves up, and just keep going. Like that's how locked in I want us to be. Like I'm serious about this. We have to just be so, so locked in. I don't care like what happened. We gotta just keep going. You know, like when I found out too, like my brother passed away. Granted, I knew he had, found out last minute he had cancer, but the day I found out that he passed away, I'm his power of attorney, so they calling me. I literally just cried, and then I said, "You know what? We are on our way to Monster Town. I have to suck it up for my kids. I can cry later when I get back home. I have to continue with what we finna do right now." And that's the kind of thing too. I'm not saying we can't mourn, we can't go through certain things, but we really gotta suck it up for real. We have to stay tough because guess what? Time is going to pass. I even thought too, you know what? I should just mourn. I should just continue school. Like I had these thoughts, and that's the little weak side of me. And I was like, no, we gonna finish this school. We gonna go even harder. I'm gonna go even harder. I'm gonna put this extra time into school because I wasn't really supposed to graduate until next year in the spring. That was my original time. I just graduated with my associates in December, and now I'm graduating with my bachelor's this December. So a year later, something's supposed to take you 2 year degrees. I'm getting it in December. Like I'm not gonna play. So I want y'all to have that same mentality, but I want y'all to know where I'm coming from too, because I was a little bit snappy at the man with the truck driver, but I was like, I don't want to hear excuses, y'all. For real. If y'all have excuses, write it in y'all notebooks. Talk to ChatGPT about y'all excuses and say, hey, ChatGPT, how can you help me not have this excuse anymore? How can you help me stop being sensitive? And how can you help me continue to go on and tell them what you got going on? Because I had did that before and it was like, well, you got a lot going on, Keita. And I was like, I want you to be better. Stop. I don't want the weakness. But yeah, that's basically what it is, y'all. We are locked in. We are locked in. Keep saying that. We are locked in. We are locked in. We are ready for war. Everybody, I've been watching all these things tomorrow. Oh, it's a government shutdown. People are stealing food. They cutting out food stamps. They stopping Medicaid and all this stuff. Like, stuff is getting real. We have 15 trillion it came out the market. Like, this is a real thing that's going on right now. And y'all not can learn it trading. So while people talking about stuff is going bad, I still see this side where making money. Money is being made. You can be on one side of it where everybody complaining and then everything gonna go back to normal. You can be on this side that everybody complaining, or you could be on this side where it's like, okay, I was kind of doing a little complaining. I wrote it in a diary, I wrote it in a journal, but I still implement it. So at the end, because what they say, this too shall pass. At the end, we gonna still be on top. You know, we got to get past it. Okay. So if you want to receive a call, that's what I got a comment. How do you receive a call? I want you all to, I don't know if I still have the link on here. Um, because I figured it out yesterday. I think Christy was trying to help me figure it out yesterday. It had a link on here where you all can schedule a call. I want you all to like fill out the form. I don't know. Can y'all still see that form? It's supposed to form you're supposed to be able to fill out. I want you all to fill out the form or just call me. So if somebody can put my number in the comments right now, I really appreciate it. I'm gonna start saying it in a second. I'll let y'all pull up the comment thing though. My phone number is 407-374-2747. So 43, dang, I don't even know it now. 407-374-2747. That's my phone number. But let me say this too, in regards to, people, wanted to talk to me because some people are like, you say you're gonna talk to me. I am gonna have priority because I can't talk to everybody. I'm not gonna lie to you. Thank you so much. So please make sure that you at least bought the books. Like buy the books. That way you know how I think, you know what I'm going over, you know exactly what's going on. And then another thing too, I'm gonna make sure that they understand that we're gonna do priority for people that's a part of the free class. If you all are not a part of the free course, I need to look at everybody credit reports as a part of free course because I did this before and I was doing everybody calls and it's like I can't do this. There's so many calls. So I'm gonna do priority for the people that bought the books and then the ones that got their credit reports and they really ready to do this. They're inside of the free course. That's gonna be priority. And then I'm gonna say, hey, put the other ones on as extras. Like say, hey, Rakita will call you anytime on Monday or that way I can call you if I have time. You know what I mean? Because I need to do priority because the people that's really locked in, that would be messed up if I can't call y'all seriously. And it happened like that before. And that's why I learned my lesson where I can't spread myself too thin. I'm still doing classes right now. Um, my goal is to cook every single day. My daughter is required to cook once a day because she's 16 and she's in college right now. She got to cook at least one day out the week. Last week we had pizza like 3 times a week. That was not good. I'm gonna be honest, I cannot do it. So I gotta make sure I do good. And today I cooked, which is good. I cooked and I made some stuffed bell peppers too. And I haven't been eating meat, so them things was so good. So I did good, but I'm being honest. I'm gonna make sure I talk to the people that got the books and that's a part of it, okay? Mine pops up on the dark web, just find out. Yeah, if your information pop up on the dark web, just use it to your advantage. And when I say use it to your advantage, like with these collection companies, they saying like, well, you should know that you had a debt with this. I don't know why I got a debt with anybody. I don't know. And that's why I asked you to send me proof. And then my information is so compromised and you can show them these 20 companies leaked my data. So I don't know if you got it from them. That's why I asked you for the proof. When you never gave me the proof, I didn't know. And which is true, y'all. We cannot take what these collection companies tell us. We don't know. Y'all know how many companies got in trouble with the CFPB, where the CFPB actually took legal action against them because they were being deceptive. They were suing people for debts that were owed. They didn't have the right documentation. They were still suing us. Like, I'm not gonna put us because we all are getting messed up as a collective. Yeah, I'm gonna say as a collective, we all being messed up. Like, we all a collective. I need help with this right now. I don't know what this is now because I've been talking so much. But I'm guessing just credit altogether. So I can't find Identity IQ, and it's not that price. Let me take a sip of this because I haven't been. I'm gonna drink me some ginger before I go to bed because I do feel my body trying to get sick or something. Like what the heck? But Identity IQ is $1, but you only can get that inside the course. So it's like multiple places within the course. You'll see me say, "Oh, get your free months, get your get your 6 months of free letters," and then I'll say, "I can show y'all better." I hate when that's why I like to show y'all. I'm just gonna show y'all the links, like where y'all gonna go and get it from. Let me show y'all because I'm not gonna go back and forth like this. For the people that don't know where to get it, I'm gonna show y'all where it's at so that y'all can go ahead and get it. Let me share it though. Um, for the people that are on. Okay, remove that. Stop screen, share, and then what is over Kita? Share the screen. Okay, here it is. Share, and then let me add it on here. Okay, now they can see it. Okay, perfect. And then now let me show it to you all. Okay, so this is it. Let me flip it around. So this is where it's at. Let me clean it off, y'all. I look a mess. Okay, so this is where it's at. So don't forget, this is inside the course. That link for Identity IQ is in here, is in here, is in here, is in here, is in here. It's also in here. Don't forget, this is where if I ever tell y'all about a link, it's gonna be in here. So this is days 1 through 10. So I have this for day 3. You'll be able to see it inside of here for day 3. Okay, so that link is inside here, okay? So this is going to be where that link is at. So again, it's all in these sections because I say, hey, if y'all want, y'all get 6 months of free letters. Because even though I'm teaching y'all how to do it, it's time consuming. It's time consuming, period. Especially when I got the automation that can create your letter in 2 minutes. It will pull your Identity IQ into the system. Okay, and my assistant is sending you 6 months worth of them that point out all of your errors, your different errors. Okay, excuse me, I'm so gassy today. But yeah, that's exactly um, what it is. That's how you're going to be able to um, get it. Let me actually flip the screen back now, but that's where you'll be able to get it. And tomorrow I'm gonna have my daughter because we're gonna go over errors. I'm gonna have her help me with this tripod so that I don't have to continue to do like how I'm doing with the back and forth. I want to be able to just have it sit a certain way. So somebody said, okay, we got Wait, let me before I answer this thing because this is going to be very, very important. They said, at what point do you know to sue? Let me pin this. So while we're going through this thing right here, so for one thing, for people that's just not coming in, y'all don't know, I say get all three of these because we're doing a free credit class here. This is day 3 that we did earlier. So we got a 7 p.m. class, 8 p.m. This is Eastern Standard Time. So 7 p.m. and 8 p.m. It's the same information. It's just at 2 separate times. So I teach it twice. And then we have these 3 books. And then this one's gonna be 9 p.m. on November 1st. And this will teach you how to sue if you got like collection, a few creditors and things like that. I have them in the TikTok shop, that little thing right there. You should see it pinned, but if it's not pinned, you'll see it right here inside of that little shopping thing. You'll be able to buy all 3 of them as a bundle or whatever, right? So they're asking at what point you're gonna know when to sue. This is the book that we're doing right now. So this is the 7 o'clock class, 8 o'clock class. We're gonna be done with this December 31st. You won't know when to sue after you do the 3 months of dispute letter. So we're gonna get those the first month done. Some people already sent theirs in, so they're gonna be on a different time schedule than you are. But also, we're going to send out them disputes this week. I think we're going to have them done for sure by early next week. And then we have to send out 2 more rounds of dispute letters. We're doing that all within here. And then before the class is over, I'm going to say, hey, if they ain't deleted yet, demand some money from them. Send them a letter saying, hey, give me $10,000 or delete it from my credit reports. You're gonna know when to sue when they don't delete it from your credit reports. That's your only alternative to get it deleted. So if they don't delete it, that's how you're gonna know to actually sue. Okay, so we're gonna go through this process. Now this gonna be the 9 p.m. class. This what they're gonna send out the few letters too, but at the same time, they're not gonna really see the results of that yet. So they're gonna see the results of it because when you send out disputes, you're still gonna have to wait 30 days. They got 30 days after they receive it. That's why I say send it out certified so you can know what's the 31st day after they receive it, so that you can pull your credit reports and you'll be able to know what's your next course of action. But if they don't have it deleted by that time, you need to continue to send out another letter because you got 3 months, 3 months of letter basically you're gonna have to send out. So 3 rounds of letters that you're gonna have to send out. If they don't delete it, that's when you're gonna know after 2 months, 2 rounds, that hey, listen, I need to take some legal action. Like, we're not gonna play with them. After it's 2 months, you're gonna know that you can take that legal action, basically. But we're gonna do all of that within this class. Like when I'm talking to you all, I'm just taking y'all all through it slowly. Like today, only thing I asked y'all to do today was get your identity IQ and schedule a call with me this week. If y'all know y'all need help, schedule a call with me this week because I'm being available all week to you all. I'm opening my schedule. Now, y'all might hear my 3-year-old in the background, so asking for some pretzels or something. I don't know. But I'm going to be available to you all this week. Okay. So I'm telling my assistants, I'm opening my schedule this week. Whoever needs to talk to me, I'm going to be available to them. I said I really want to have it available like within a 4-hour time span, but they'll let y'all know when I'm going to be available. So I'm going to be available for y'all during that time. I'm going to do priority for the people that, for one thing, you bought the books. For another thing, you have your credit reports. The people that bought the books and have their reports, they're the people I really want to talk to. You know why? Because I can see exactly what it is and I can have something I can really help them with. Sometimes when y'all read y'all credit reports, it's not like when I read my credit reports. It's like when you go to the doctor and you get like your medical, you ever get your blood work back and you're like, oh, this is off a little bit. The doctor can look at it like differently. Like my son, his blood work came back where like one of his results was off and they said, oh, well, that just means that his iron is low. We sent out the thing for it already. And I'm up here trying to Google everything. They already know what it is. So when I look at your credit report, I'm already going to know what it is. I don't need y'all giving me secondhand information. I can just look at it. So they're going to be first priority. The people that bought the books and they also have their credit reports available, they're first priority. I'm all over the place, can't keep up. Oh no. Okay, so don't trip though. If you feel like today was a hectic class, only thing y'all need to know about today's class is when y'all see red, it's errors on a credit report. We're going over the same thing tomorrow. If y'all see red, it's errors. That's all I want y'all to know about. If you see red, it's errors. That's all I was to teach y'all. And another thing too, I wasn't even supposed to teach y'all errors. Only thing I was supposed to teach y'all is that y'all can get your credit reports from the annual place. That's all that's in the book. And that y'all supposed to download it. That's it. That's all I was supposed to teach y'all today. But I know that errors thing I'm supposed to teach y'all tomorrow, and I wanted y'all to go to Identity IQ and get it. So I didn't even really go into the annual thing. I said, hey, let's wait on that. But it's the same thing. Whether you go on the annual, whether you go on Identity IQ, your only job today, don't forget, I'm going. Your only job is to get your credit reports, period. That's all it was. So don't overthink it. If y'all look on day 3 in here, it says check your credit report for free. That's it. And then I said also scan through each of your reports and highlight anything that's unfamiliar, negative, and suspicious. But I showed y'all how my system can highlight everything for you. All I said was get it and schedule a call. That's it. So it wasn't a lot today. If you feel like it's too much, that's only because we're starting to get into something that is like y'all need to be able to understand how to process disputes and then why I need y'all to look at certain things. But don't worry, we're gonna go deeper into this tomorrow. So if you feel like message me and say, hey, Keita, this is too much. Like, what happened today? But don't forget, too, that's why I said, too, schedule a call because it's going to get hectic. Honestly, when it comes down to disputes, this is the most hectic part of it all. Like, honestly. But I need y'all to understand how I like to do disputes because a lot of stuff people have heard, like they was talking about today, LexisNexis, legal free third-party bureaus and all that. And I'm like, mm-mm. We not on that. Like we're not gonna be on that. We on a whole different wave. At least if y'all following me. Because inside of this book, I think on day 63, I go to day 63, I believe that's what it is. Day 63, I talk about suing, and that's what we own in this book. Actually, day 61, it says sue for FCRA violations. Okay. So inside of here, I tell you, hey, these are common errors, document everything, but y'all already been doing it before y'all knew y'all was doing it because I'm making y'all kind of do it, throughout the thing. And we talk about the CFPB, filing a complaint and stuff like that, but at the same time, I'm trying to make this so simple. Okay, this is good. This is, if y'all want to reach me, thank you so much for saying that. I should put it on there. Because we need that. Tap, 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 we want to thank you. You can be on top of everything. We can definitely never talk this way. I want to make sure you see so much. Thank you so much. So, so this is the difference. This right here is our free credit class. Wherever you're watching me at, this is our class. I'm going to take the class started at 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock. So this was day 3 that we did. And day 4 all the way to day 75. So it's a 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. It's the same information. It's going up to this kind of thing. It's the same exact information. It's just every day we have something different that we have to do. So today, all we have to do is how to get their credit report for free. I taught you how to get it for $1, and that way you can push out your disputes one way. Not allow them to push out your disputes, and then you're supposed to get yours from annual, and then you're supposed to highlight errors. So I said, hey, you can get it for $1, and then I can highlight all your errors for you, and I'll have it all, in one space. So I taught you how to do it quicker, basically. So every day is something that we have to do in here. So what you're doing right here, this is the class. So it's a free course when you purchase any of these books. So it's 3 of them total right now. Every month it's going to be a new book because I'm targeting different things for you all. But these are the 3 books. This is 7 and 8 o'clock, and then this is going to be 9 o'clock November 1st. The goal is to have 180 points, and we will increase from 60 points per bureau by December 31st with this book here. Now, the goal for this one is to raise your credit to 100 points in 30 days. So this is just an accelerated version of this one. And all of these, you're going to have access to a course. This one right here, because you hear me talking about a lot about fun, because I'm telling y'all, this is where to go. Y'all need to read this. It is so thin. Okay, it's so thin. I made it thin on purpose. So so this is what we're going to talk about throughout this whole process. So yeah, you just right now just follow along with this one. Get the book. You'll have the first 4 pages of this inside the course. Because if you purchase any of these books, you're going to get access to a free course that have all the different downloads, all the links, and everything I'm telling y'all about. Like I said, I did an IQ for $1. That link is only available on the course. I don't have it here, so you'll get that link inside of the course. But you just show it to the class. I'm going to be live at 7 o'clock because you come to the 7 o'clock class. You show it to my live. right here where you watching me at. And then if you're gonna do the 8 o'clock class, you show up to the 8 o'clock class, you watching me live. So that's how that's gonna work today, okay? Or every day for the next 75 days. And this one right here starts November 1st. It's the 9 o'clock class. So that's kind of how everything is gonna work. And all of the previous recordings and all the court recordings going forward, they're all going to be inside the class. So you can always go back and watch it and reference things. Like somebody said today, like I feel like I was all over the place. And that's only because I'm teaching y'all more stuff. But y'all got to start connecting. Like, why are you thinking like that, Kita? You have to start connecting like certain dots of how I think. Okay. So but that's how you in the class. And thank you so much for saying that. Yes, they definitely have to get all 3 books in the class. What is the process to start the student process? And do you have templates for this process? I do have some templates for this process, but it's inside of a separate course. It's inside of a separate course. But once you get this book here, everything that you need will be on here. And let me show y'all some things. Everything once you get this book from the TikTok shop, everything will be on here. Okay, so you guys will be able to know. But I'm not trying to get vlogged by sending y'all anywhere. It's right here in the TikTok shop, okay? But y'all see where these little fingers was going. Yeah, share the student loans. So Soul says share the student loans. Basically, student loans being deleted from the credit reports. Actually, I think I had the student loans on here too. Let me see. Let me see. Let me find some of the results here. If I find some of the student loans. So yeah, here goes some student loans here being deleted. So if you want to see like the student loans being deleted, let me flip the screen, flip the camera. So this is what it'll look like when you're on Credit Karma and you get your student loans deleted. Like this is what it will look like. It will basically say like the U.S. Department of Education removed from your file. So this is what it will look like when you're on Credit Karma. So we're on Credit Karma for our results. It's gonna be so much easier to read Credit Karma. Only thing I like Identity IQ for is finding your errors and then seeing officially what is deleted. Um, but yeah, those are some of them. The student loans being deleted. I believe this is another one. Yeah, off student finance. They had this, and then too, I have some more on my phone. So let me actually go to my phone now. Oh, not that. I need to add this back on here for them. Um, Let me actually go to my phone and find some more results for you all so you can be able to see like the student loans being deleted. Okay, let me see. Let me find them. Yeah, because these are some like I remember I had some Fed loans. So this is another one too. If y'all have Fed loans, we should have kept that door open, cutting up all them boxes. This thing is kicking my butt. But yeah, this is like Fed loan, and you see they still have U.S. Department of Education too. But these are just student loans being deleted. Let me see if I can like flip my phone. Can y'all see it too? These are the Fed loan ones being deleted. But yeah, we gonna get more into that. Y'all will see more results too when they on y'all end. I want y'all to be able to have these results for yourself and y'all be able to see more on y'all end, like student loans being deleted. But there you go. So you asked about the student loans, like seeing actual like when the student loans get deleted. And that's what it look like on Credit Karma. So I'm gonna teach y'all how to look on Credit Karma for like see what's changed. That's the results I want to see. Do you have it? I'm still here. Do you have any more questions? We still got 18 more minutes. I can answer any questions you have, or you can even come on here. Do anybody want to come on here and ask your billion questions too? Like, get some questions out the way. Or anybody that purchased the workbooks, like you had any questions for tonight? Or you just purchased that book? Okay, so perfect. What I have to do now? I got one book, and now I want the packet. Evelyn, if you're still in here, which book? Okay, so look, I still have these 2 books right here. So this book right here, I can't sell it Christy got the other one. I had the sewing book, but this book right here is ripped right here. But guess what? It's all still good in here. Like, I just can't sell it. So I don't know which book you purchased, but purchase one book. I can add this one on to your order. Whoever want to purchase it, just claim it first, or ask to come onto the screen and tell me like, "Hey, Keith, I'm gonna purchase this one too," because the comments I'm still going through them. And then I have this one too. Y'all see how something happened on this one? I guess it didn't laminate all the way. I don't know. So I have this one also. So what I tell people to do is, if you want to get this workbook right here, purchase the other two. So purchase this one, and then ask for this one for free. But you got to ask me so that when I mail your stuff, I'm just going to automatically have this one in there for free. And then if you want to get this book for free, I would say purchase these two. You won't get this one, you'll get another copy that's good. Purchase this one. Also, you level 5 now. Thank you so much. Purchase this one, and then you'll get this one for free. But anytime I have these extra books, I'll bring it to y'all attention. 'Cause I put them over here. So I had one like this that was messed up yesterday. It had like a little marker. I put it in the order for Christy yesterday because she wanted to get it. But you should see like the other two, like fill in the gaps, get the other two and tell me which one of these you want, and just let me know. Like, but since I'm still going through the comments, we still got 15 more minutes left. I'm gonna try to determine go through these comments. Like, come on here or something like, hey Keith, I'm gonna purchase this or something. Make me aware of what you're doing. I just purchased a 3-book bundle. Okay, perfect. Um, so that's perfect. They got the 3-book bundle. That's perfect. So excuse me. Do we need all the other stuff? Identity IQ? No, you don't need to be adding more stuff in there. I don't care for it. I don't care about that stuff. I don't care about it at all. I just did day one today of Strongest 75. Okay, perfect. Okay. And then so that's good. Make sure you watch the video too inside the course. So make sure that you all are watching like the videos inside the course because I put extra stuff I wanted y'all to do because we locking in. I'm telling y'all to do more because I want more out of y'all. Okay. So let me know. We locking in. Look inside the course, you'll see it. The other stuff I want y'all to do. How can I sign up for an online account after purchasing the book? Oh, so after you purchase the book, I should text it to you. But since you saying you don't have an online account, I have your phone number because I remember you getting a book. Let's put your name on here and I'm gonna just text it to you. I'm gonna just text it to you so you can be able to have it. I gotta text you the course. So everybody that's purchasing today, before I go to bed, I'm gonna send y'all a link to the course. Y'all just go in there. Okay, and I suggest y'all sign up for the 6 months of free letters so that y'all can just get y'all letters done for you. And then if you want to be a member, just sign up to be a member. Okay, I just completed my app and my credit report. Okay, Drew, that's good. That's perfect. Okay, so we just got to talk this week. And then you're welcome. So you're so welcome. So you're always welcome. Okay, yes, you see them. Okay, perfect. So we need to download. Yes, you should download the Identity IQ. Your report from them. Yes. Yes, you should download it. And I want to join your membership monthly. Okay, perfect, Drew. And then I'll hook your letters up. I'm gonna hook your letters up. I'm gonna hook your letters up because I know how they need to be now. I need the sewing. Oh, Evelyn said they need the sewing book. So if you need the sewing book, you said you purchased one, right? Pay for the sewing book and then get the other one for free because you say you only got one. It's 3 total. Let me check my text. Okay, thank you. You're welcome. And look up 750 in your text because that's what the link is about. 750. Look up like 750, and you know you can look at your text messages, and then hopefully that link will just come up because you probably just didn't realize it. I'm gonna have watch the video because I'm doing my doula certification this week. Girl, get your stuff together. That's good. That's good. Finish that certification. And that's good. I thought about doing a doula for my thing, but I was honestly too cheap. And then too, I didn't want to feel like I don't know. I feel like with a doula, you need to go through the process with that person when you like in labor. But that's good. You're gonna be amazing doula. Where's the link to sign up and the letters? All of the links that you need are gonna be inside the course. Everything that you need is gonna be inside the course. Once you do, like, the 6 months of letters, I have to actually my team have to actually create them for you. We'll email them to you, but it's inside of the, course. Oh, okay, we at the end. Yes, you're welcome. Okay, I'm at the end of the comment. So, okay, so nobody want to get the extra books. That's what we on. Make sure I don't forget anything. Okay, so nobody want the extra books. Well, I'll just keep asking because it's like every day I keep coming up with new books that I just can't sell. So I just give them out. As long as you purchase one of the books, I keep or purchase two of the other books, I'll fill in whatever you're missing basically in terms of what you need. But we got 10 more minutes left. Starting Saturday, because this is technically the 9 o'clock class. Starting Saturday, we're going to start getting y'all prepped for this. I don't want to make it hectic, but it is hectic. I don't want a lot of y'all. We're talking 100 points in 30 days. We're not talking about 10 points. We're talking 100 points in 30 days. So it is more hectic. But once you all start with this one right here, which I do think y'all should still get all three if you're going to do this, because everything that's inside of this book is going to continue to reference a lot of stuff with this. Okay, it's going to continue to reference a lot of stuff that's in here already. So go ahead and get the package of all three. This one is going to start November 1st, but starting next Saturday, I'm going to start prepping y'all. In their own life, and they're like, hey, I need to talk to Keto, what to do in this situation, what to do in that situation. I don't want y'all to ever think that y'all can't call me or talk to me. As long as you're a member, you don't have to wait on the special time frame. You're not in that bunch. That's just only for like when I'm talking to everybody. But this one right here, we're gonna start next Saturday, and I'm gonna tell you, hey, get your credit reports, go through this, go do that. A lot of stuff y'all can do ahead of time just to make this be a little bit better than what it already is. Because the faster y'all do all of this stuff, the faster your credit scores go up. Okay, that's the bottom line of it all. So this one is going to start November 1st, but next Saturday, I'm gonna start telling y'all some steps to get it done faster. This is the one that we're already in right now. So we just completed day 3 today. And I know some people was like, oh my gosh, this is a lot, but it's not. It's really not a lot. Tomorrow, I'm going to try to slow the class down a little bit and just show y'all what's important. A lot of people are coming in and saying a lot of things. A lot of people are coming in and saying a lot of things. We don't care about a lot of the stuff. All we care about is what is on this day that day. Okay. That's why y'all need to care about. If y'all got additional questions, y'all can put y'all questions inside the comments on the last 45 minutes of class, or y'all can go inside the course, add y'all questions there inside the course. That'll be the best place. Okay. Or text y'all questions. But don't overthink it. All y'all need to worry about is what it is for that day. And today, all y'all have to do is get y'all credit report and highlight y'all errors. But I'm telling y'all now, that's something that's already going to be done for y'all. Y'all do that in IQ. I'll do that for you for free because I need y'all to know those errors. I don't want y'all to miss any of them. So, sometimes y'all knew, you see, even I was looking at it in my system too. It missed one on itself. So if the automated system is missing one, what you think you're gonna do? So I want us to make sure that we have our errors highlighted. So for people that don't know, this is the 7 o'clock class, this is the 8 o'clock class. So I go live at 7 p.m. I also go live at 8 p.m. and then 9 p.m. I just stay live until 10 o'clock basically, Eastern Standard Time. The 7 o'clock class and the 8 o'clock class is the same exact class. I go over the same exact day in here. I might add more on to the other one, depending on what questions is being asked. But you can come to either one of them. You can stay for both. It don't matter because guess what? Anybody can sit here for free and learn all of this stuff. Only difference is that people that have the book, they know exactly what everything is. They know what we're gonna talk about. They can write their notes in here. They're gonna have additional information that's in here, and then also they get free access to a course that I created. So I text them a link to the course. They go into the course. They put their email address. They put their email address in to have access to the course. That's where they find those letters at. That's where they find the downloads. That's where they find everything. Like the link for the Identity IQ for $1. That's where they're finding that. It's right inside the course. So if you purchase any of these books, you're gonna have it. But I do suggest you go ahead and get all three of them because we're going to go over all three of them. So we're going to go over all three of them. So So, so just make sure y'all have them. Even if y'all think, oh, it's too late, y'all, we doing 75 days. This is y'all not too late ever. Y'all not gonna be too late ever because I can always catch y'all up. Just make it simple. Like when y'all come to me, kind of, I guess y'all could talk about stuff that y'all heard before and see, how I feel about it or whatnot. But understand that what I'm trying to teach y'all is I'm trying to get y'all, if it was up to me, I'm trying to get y'all to the point where when y'all apply for any credit card, and within reason, like not talking about no black card, y'all. Within reason, y'all gonna be able to get it. When y'all want to buy a house, y'all can buy a house. When y'all want to buy a car, y'all can buy a car. That's where I want to get y'all at. And I want to get y'all to the point where if you trying to delete something from your credit report and they're not trying to remove it, instead of you trying to settle with them and pay them, I'm trying to teach y'all how to make them pay you. That's as simple as I can say it. Instead of you trying to settle with them, I'm trying. Y'all can settle, but I want them to be giving money to you instead of you getting money to them. A lot of people try to settle and pay the collection. I don't want that. I want them to pay you for violating your rights and not deleting it when I'm showing y'all all of the errors or whatnot. So I want y'all to keep it as simple as that. If y'all missing anything, don't forget all of these recordings will be inside the course. I'm scheduling those calls this week. Y'all gonna hear from my assistant Esther. Also, if it's a lot of y'all might also hear from Rose. But Rose is more like Esther is my assistant, but she more of y'all assistant. Rose is like more of my assistant. She does everything for me down to my social media, down to everything. Like, you know what I mean? She's more of my assistant. But if y'all are part of the membership, y'all gonna always talk to Esther a lot of times. She'll do everything y'all you ask for. If you need a certain letter, she'll get it for you. If you need to talk to me, she'll schedule it for you. Whatever you need, Esther is going to be your girl for it. Okay. So definitely make sure that you all get your workbooks. And yeah, if you have any questions, definitely let me know. After I get done going live, I'm going to text you all access to the course. I know too, Dark Film Energy, you saying that you don't have that link. I'm going to go ahead and get it for you. Okay. I'm going to make sure you get it. And thank you so much for getting these links up. I really appreciate it. Oh, you found the text. Okay. And you're okay. And you logged in. Okay, perfect. Get up in there then. And okay, so you can find the recordings in there. So go to where it says like day 1 through 10, and then don't forget the date. So like October to like December 2025. Go in that area because the other ones is like the previous recordings from what I did in the summer. Go to that area. That's where you're gonna find all your downloads at. And then also you're gonna find a video. So watch the 7 o'clock class. It's only an hour. Just watch those class. Excuse me, I don't know what's going on. Watch those classes and follow everything I say to do on there. Because I think on the first class, I told y'all to, we downloaded the Experian app, we downloaded the Credit Karma app. We did a lot of things. I kind of don't remember everything now, but we did a lot of stuff in there. So that is good that you're logged in. I'm happy for you. You excited to get started? Okay, good. So to get started is you can have access to the course. Go now and get your credit reports. I'm gonna give you the link for the dollar inside the course. Get your reports and let's talk this week. And then watch any videos that you may have missed and come prepared to class tomorrow at 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock. I understand this is a daily thing that we're doing. We're locking in, y'all, like fully locking in, like no excuses. We're getting this done. That's how locked in we are. Okay. Okay, perfect. And thank you so much. You're just such a blessing. Oh my gosh, I don't know. I'm like an alligator here. Okay, Evelyn, so you purchased number 3. So what are you missing now, Evelyn? So you already have 2 now, Evelyn. So what exactly are you missing? That's because I'm gonna put that extra book in there that you're missing. Let me see what you got. Okay, so you got the sewing book. So which one are you gonna be missing now, Evelyn? So I can throw it in there. I'm gonna keep notes on it now. I I bought a number 3. It's okay. So which one you bought earlier? So like which one do you need me to put in there? Are you missing the sewing? I'm not the sewing. Are you missing a raise your credit score 100 points now? Is that the one that you want me to add in there for free? This one right, where is it at? Or did you already get this one too and you need the other one? Like which one are you missing? So that's that one, and then we still got this one extra. You could just buy the two, and then I'll give you this one for free. So this is the one I'm just gonna feel for you to notice. My daughter just brought me this one, I think today. Yeah. Separate. Yes, you bought them separate. So you just bought this one here. I just saw that you bought this one, but what other one did you buy earlier? Like which one did you buy earlier? Because I can still put them all inside the same package, but I want to give you one of them for free because these ones right here, like this one just got something wrong with the front, and this one just got like a rip right here, but that don't mean you can't use it. Oh, you bought the two packet already, so all you needed that third one anyway. Oh, so you bought the two packet and then you needed the sewing one. So you didn't need neither one of these anyway. You already had that one. Okay, I see. Okay, well, I'll tell my daughter that if I don't know if you're gonna have a pen in yours, I'll throw a pen in there if you don't have a pen, okay? I'll still have her throw it. Okay, perfect. So yeah, we got one more minute, y'all. Make sure y'all get y'all packages. I hope the class today was still successful. I really think that it was. Even with y'all hearing like all of the things I was talking about, I know it sounds a little hectic sometimes, but y'all gonna get it. You know, when I first started hearing all this stuff, when I even first go to the sewing classes, it was just too much. Hey, Arthur, it was just too much, but at the same time, it started to click. You know, I'm like, am I supposed to be here? But eventually it did start to click. So I'll see you all later. Make sure you all get your things down below. And yeah, make sure you guys get your things down below inside the TikTok shop. I'll see you all for class tomorrow. And if y'all ever have any questions, definitely let me know. Those people that filled out the forms, we will be calling you and connecting with you. Yes, you stay abundant too. And I hope that everything go great with your certification. I hope everything goes great with your certification. Thank you so much for supporting me. You can put another one in there for your friend. Which one you want? This one right here? It's probably the best one that they can do for your friend. I'll put this one in there for your friend. This is probably gonna be the best one because they can follow along with this one right here. Is that fine, Evelyn? Okay, perfect. Yes. Okay, so I'll put this one in there for your friend. But just tell her, hey, don't think that bad. I know it's messed up, but she gave it to me for free to help you. Okay. So just yeah, you can definitely add that in there for them. Okay, perfect. Well, I'll see you all later on. Always let me know if y'all have any questions. Y'all have my phone number. Text me. We'll see you all later on. Bye bye TikTok for now. Okay, perfect, y'all. So that went amazing, right? I hope that it wasn't too hectic though. I just always want to be real with y'all, and I don't want to make it, so hard. It don't have to be hard, you guys, okay? It don't have to be hard, but if I ever have any questions, definitely let me know. I'm always here for you all seriously. Just reach out to me and I'll definitely be able to help you. But y'all kind of know how I stand with a lot of things. And yeah, I can't tell you all why I have TikTok up to go to Amazon and get your books, but that's where it's at. The link will be in the description. So you can all just go to the description and you'll be able to see that link. So yeah, definitely go to the link in the description. Um, and you'll be able to get your books. So yeah, I'll see you all later on. I'm gonna add this to the course now. Make sure y'all have a great night, okay? See you all later. Bye bye.